And on Armstrong, we welcome you to high school football and Military Appreciation Night here at Bender Field. The game between the Farrell Steelers and the Meadville Bulldogs. Mike Farrell, Ed Marin with the call. And it's a special night here, Ed, as the Bulldogs, boosters, football team, and even the community are honoring the veterans.
Yeah, it's a really nice thing that Gene Martin and Jimmy Severo put on for tonight.
That's exactly right. And what we're going to have here is the VFW Post 206 Honor Guard will be leading the veterans that they're honoring. And by the way, Ed, I want to thank you for your service. You might not know this, folks, but Ed Marin, my broadcast partner, is a veteran himself. So it's going to have special meaning for you tonight for this ceremony.
Oh, it does. You know, with what the military's going through within the last 16 years since 2011. Or 2001, and I was in Desert Storm back in 1991. So it means a lot, just seeing some old friends and, veterans that I got to know over the years.
Yeah, it definitely does. And you see pictures of the Meadville band and some of the veterans assimilating down below. Some of the honor guard getting ready to come out. It's a special night. And by the way, it rained about 5 o'clock for a good 40 minutes here. The weather's cleared, Ed. It's a beautiful night. As you see a flag, what it's all about. It's a beautiful night for high school football and honor the veterans.
Oh, yeah, finally football weather tonight, I can't wait to see the turnout on, how many vets come on out. And I was just talking to Jimmy Severo before I came up here and got to meet some of the guys from, I think they're from New York, that do a lot of stuff for the veterans that need cars and stuff. They buy them, but he'll be on my halftime guest today.
Yes.
So he can go over that and what they do. And it's just, when I see it and they post on Facebook, it's so meaningful to me, to see that these guys get help, because a lot of people do forget these guys and what they go through.
And you can see Jen right there in the picture. Jean right there in the picture. She's done a great job.
And there's the guys right there in the black shirts and the black hat right there behind the band with the tattoos that helped Jimmy Severo out, and he's off to the right. So right behind the honor guard.
There's a U.S. veteran right there with his hat on. The proud veterans, and we are part of Armstrong family too. Armstrong has done a lot for the veterans. Armstrong with Joan has done a lot, selling hats and dogs and so forth, little stuffed dogs. But here comes the Meadville High School band walking out. Cheerleaders are just ahead of them. As you see the pictures of the Bulldogs on the fence there. This should be a special event here at Meadville High School. It's a great thing they're putting together here. Yep. And we want to welcome all the listeners also to on WAS 94.3 and 1490 WGW, and on the net download the Ustream app and type in Meadville Sports. We are honoring the veterans here tonight. We are simulcast also on Armstrong, so if you want to, you can put on the TV and still listen to the broadcast. Simulcasting on Armstrong, channel 23, and on WAS and MGW. It's Military Appreciation Night here at Bender Field. You heard from Coach Collins what this means to him. You see USA with the cheerleaders there, Ed. That is kind of cool. And, Ed, I'm kind of glad the cheerleaders are allowed to wear their shirts tonight also.
Yeah, it was nice. My daughter came home, and she was all excited about wearing it in her socks. So.
And Ed's daughter is also one of our cheerleaders. So here comes the Honor Guard led by VFW Post 206. The Honor Guard consists of Ed Stevenson, John Deegan, David Kessel, and Judy Shaw. And here they come right now, and there's some veterans walking behind them. It's a touching moment here at Bender Field at the Barco Duratz Athletic Complex. You have people there that served in all different wars, Korea, Vietnam, and Desert Storm, and Operation Freedom, and wherever they needed to go, they are there. It's kind of a cool thing. And you have the people on both sides, the Farrell fans and the Meadville fans all standing up, the Farrell cheerleaders standing up along with the Meadville. And there's the, if you look to the right, you'll see the officiating crew with their heads over their hearts as they're paying respects to the veterans also. Kind of quiet here. It's kind of a really cool thing going on here. Really nice. Very nice touch here at Bender Field. We're glad to bring it to you on Armstrong and on WAS and on 1490 WMGW. Simulcast on Armstrong. And now we have the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Something that's been under attack in schools, too.
Welcome representatives from the New York and Pennsylvania chapter of Operation Build-Up.
Yep.
Operation Build-Up donates cars.
And you'll be talking about that at halftime, Ed.
Yeah, Jimmy, I can't remember exactly how they met, but I was talking to him at Rand's one night, and he was telling me what they do, and they got together, and they wanted to expand it a little bit. He's giving cars out. It is it is business. They also give them one out at the fair, and I just think it's just what they give back to these vets is
Giving
really
one tomorrow down at Street Track and Trail for the big ceremony down there, and we want to give Street Track and Trail a shout out for that. Cheerleaders right now doing a little cheer as you see the veterans and the flag, and there's the cheerleaders, and there's the Bulldog coming out also. Mrs. Beck with the Bulldog. Just a festive atmosphere here tonight. Nice cheer for the veterans. Cheer is dedicated to the veterans. Very nice.
I know they worked really hard this week to put something together.
They did a fine job with that. They did work hard, and it's coming across excellent. Just a super job as the fans on both sides give them a rousing applause to the Meadville High School cheerleaders.
There's the Bulldog, Mrs. Beck's Bulldog.
Yep, a fixture at Bulldog games. Kind of a run on Bulldog there.
There's all the vets lined up behind the color guard.
Meadville a cappella choir is walking down the front now to get in position to sing the national anthem. And they sang it last home game, too, and they are a talented bunch, to say the least. And we're going to bring it to you right here on Armstrong and also on WAS and on 1490, as I will stick my mic out, so hopefully you can pick it up. Get ready for the national anthem by the Meadville a cappella group. And I think they're waiting for the team to come out, Ed. Yep, I think that's what they're waiting on. Here comes the Farrell Steelers coming out on the field. Farrell, by the way, folks, comes into this record with a this game with a record of 4-1. Here's the MASH a cappella group with the singing of the national anthem.
Followed by the Meadville High alma mater.
What so proudly
Just a great job by the MASH a cappella group, Ed.
Yeah, they sounded really good.
And now as they sing the alma mater for Meadville. It's a beautiful night for football. There's the cheerleaders sporting their patriotic shirts. See people in the stands. Current Bulldogs singing their alma mater, a cappella group. It's a talented bunch of young people that sing.
They sounded really good. I like it.
They're very good. They do a great job. You know, people criticize the young people today. There's a lot good about our young people today. We're in good hands. We have a lot of outstanding young people in all communities. See the veterans right there behind them. Team getting ready to and they have a sign they're going to run through. It says, "Take the Bulldogs to the pound." I kind of like that.
They're there.
Take the Bulldogs to the pound. I think that's a pretty cool sign that the Farrell Steelers have come up with. You know, Ed, you and I had the pleasure of going there last year and broadcasting the game. What great people at Farrell. They fed us all kind of food they brought up to the press box.
It was. I mean, I think they felt bad for us because you left all the equipment at home. We had to go on the cell phone.
I did that.
Then want me to go up there and get it an hour away, and the game started in an hour.
I did that. I did.
I can't wait to see this young man, the quarterback, play tonight.
Talented young man, but I'll tell you, he's even better. He's just as good as number 5, their wideout, Jordan Townsend, who is tied with Isaiah for the most points in.
Yeah, I was just talking to his mom over there when I was fixing the "was" sign over there on the left, and she was like, "Oh, just keep an eye out for her." I was like, "Who's that?" And
come the Bulldogs, led by their captains with the flags. Don't tread on me. The American flag and the Bulldog flag. Proud bunch of Bulldogs trying to rebound from last week's loss to Cash right here at Bender Field by a score 24-14.
Yeah, we have the starting lineup. We have a couple new faces in there starting tonight. Isn't that what you were saying, Mike?
That's right. We have a new linebacker, right? Why don't you talk about the young man?
Ben Collier, number 5. He stepped, just from what I was hearing, he stepped up his game in practice, to get him up there. And last week he filled in pretty well. So we'll see, because it looked like Max Brown's knee was a little banged up last week. So the kid's very good. He's fast. He can tackle. And, I mean, he'll hit you, too.
At the free safety position, Landon Beck, the sophomore, gets his second straight start, and you like his play. I really like his play ever since 7th grade when I got to watch him really go. Didn't get to really watch him much in Little Gritters because we were on the other side, but very, very good kid. He's fast. He can tackle also. And then if anything ever happens to our quarterback, at least we have somebody that comes in that can, run the offense. So. Then on defensive end, Tommy Pollard gets his first start as sophomore DN. And what do you think about that move?
Oh, I love Tommy. I remember him playing in 3rd grade down in Concord. He actually, got a lot of playing time against 5th and 6th graders. Very good. He's real strong, knows the game, knows how to block even on the offense. Defensive side, I think at defensive end, he's going to get in there and cause a little bit of havoc. He does stay home. He doesn't over pursue a lot. He's very smart when it comes. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing this kid play tonight.
Nate Panchura cannot go tonight. I'm not sure who's playing that defensive tackle. They hadn't decided yet at game time. But on the offensive side of the ball, they're going to go Martin at center, Pollard at right guard, Patchkowski at right tackle. I think Patchkowski right now is the MVP of this team.
Oh,
I think he's played the best ball of anybody on this team, Ed.
Oh, he's been just balling out the whole year so far on his tackles. I mean, he just stepped it up into a different gear. He just doesn't wear down, and I'm glad. And I mean, he's kept his cardio up so he can play, all 4 quarters.
Left guard's going to be Destin Beck. Gets a start at left guard since Panchura's not back there. We're going to move Whistler to guard. In fact, they did that Tuesday in practice, but Panchura got hurt again. Whistler's back at left tackle. That's the line, Ed. It's really got to come off the ball starting tonight and the rest of the year.
Yeah, they need
backs to have success.
They need to stop catching there. I noticed, going into later in the 2nd quarter. Oh, we got the captains coming out. Number 72, William Paskowski. Number 1, Isaiah Manning. Number 4, Deshaun Wolford.
For Farrell, number 1 is Christian Lewis. Number 3 is Isaac Clark. Keep an eye. real good eye on Isaac Clark, number 3, a talented quarterback. Number 5, Jordan Townsend, the talented wideout, 5'10", 165. The kid's got speed to burn and then some. He's only a junior. And number 12, Brandon Chambers, the running back's having a great year for Farrell also. They will run a lot of fast sweeps, and they will throw the ball. Their main objective, Ed, is to get the ball on the perimeter against your defense.
Oh, they need to. And our corners are going to have to really, the corners and safeties are going to have to step it up today because, like you said, Townsend, number 5, you know, he's very elusive.
Meadville won the toss and deferred to Farrell. That's an interesting move by the Bulldogs. I thought maybe they'd want to keep the ball away, but they are going with their defense. They feel confident in that. Coach Collins wants that defense to work well.
Well, there's Coach Collins coming out. He's going to get his troops all fired up. I like the USMC hat he's wearing for his son.
Yes, he's
Tanner.
stationed in Japan, by the way, right now. He's supposed to be home, but they told me he had to stay a little longer. And you know what's going on in that part of the world. I don't think anybody's getting a chance to go home right now.
Coach Amato sitting right beside him, sir.
Coach Amato, I tell you what, you know, county commissioner, a true non-politician right there, and Coach Amato.
A lot of respect for that, man. Both of them right there, Coach Collins and Coach Amato.
Just a good staff Meadville has. You know, you got Mike Richards helping with the defense. There's Coach Richards right now huddling his special team group to the right of Coach Collins as the kickoff team is ready to come out on the field, and there they go. There goes the Meadville kickoff team. Let's get a picture of the kickoff team if we can going out on the field. And there they go. Match kickoff team. By the way, Ed, Jordan Townsend, number 5 back there. See him on the our left. Brought one back.
Don't kick to him.
Brought one back. Brought a punt back, a kickoff back, and scored 2 other touchdowns against Union City last week. And they were down with a minute and a half to go. He picked up a scoop and score, and then he returned a punt.
Dangerous man right there.
Dangerous man.
See, what I tell you, special teams can win a game or lose you a game.
So here we go. Meadville ready to kick off. Enjoy the game. Sit back and enjoy from Bender Field. The Bulldogs, the Farrell Steelers. There's a good kick, and they're not kicking it to Townsend, that's for sure. It's to Christian Lewis, number 1, a junior running back. Got a good seam right there. Jukes and Jervis get down the lane and tackled on the 31, but a nice return.
Looked like Julius Ream on that tackle. Flipped him upside down. That was good blocking on Farrell Steelers right there to get him outside, and he gained, you know, some yardage. I thought he was going to be hemmed up there about the 20.
Had some changes on our kickoff team, and I don't think they were sure, but Farrell will start on their own 31, I believe, yes. As they come out in the pistol formation, Meadville's seeing a lot of this. Split right and left, slot right and left. One back to his right. Number 5's on our side. That's the guy. I like to go to him long on the first play of the game. They shuttle, or they run a sweep. There it is, a little pass, and the ball's juggled and dropped.
That was a good play by Julius Ream right there, coming up, breaking it up, because he was bobbling it there for a little bit.
Yes, he was.
I thought for sure maybe if he bobbled a little bit more that Julius would pick it off.
Manning was also in the area.
Yeah, it was a little too high right there. He kept bobbling it.
Julius had his head down, missed the tackle. Got to keep your head up, Ed, when you're going to tackle. If your head down, your body goes down. Here goes Farrell. Split to the right, slot to the right. Split to the left is their dangerous man. That's the man that tried to isolate. He split to the left and slot to the left. Clark calling signals for the Steelers. 2nd and 10, the ball on their own 31. Just started here. Welcome all the Armstrong viewers and also listening on WAS and MGW. He's got plenty of time over the middle to the big tight end. He's caught it, and he's got a first down to the Bulldog 47-yard line.
Townsend with the catch. That was a good catch. Because that was good coverage. The quarterback put it right where it was supposed to be. That was a nice pass.
Sure was.
I mean, he's staying back, and we didn't get any pressure, and he just threw it right over the middle. That was, let's let him right in stride.
So Farrell with the first down picks up a good gainer on the Bulldog 47-yard line. Split right, split left, slot right, slot left. The running back is next to Clark. The running back gets in, goes to his right, and gets about 5 good yards, and that is Christian Lewis, the running back. Christian Lewis.
Destin Beck on the tackle on that one.
Good 5 yards. Destin Beck and
well, maybe it was Jacob. I thought it was Destin. My fault. Here we go. Split right and slot right. Split left.
Now they're in their run formation. They like to run at this with 2 backs in the backfield. 2nd and 5 for the Steelers. As they're on the move early against the Bulldog defense. Signal's being called. He's going to run an isolation to the left and slipped through a tackle right there. Nice run again by Lewis. They had him, but he slipped right through the tackle. Like Pollard almost.
Pollard, yeah, he slowed him up a little bit, and then they came up and cleaned him up.
3rd and 3. Steelers don't like to punt much, so if they don't make it, they'll probably go for it here. Split right and left, slot to the right. 2 backs in that power I formation again. Signal is being called by Clark. And this time the Bulldogs were all over that play, Ed.
Led by Isaac Whistler. That was a good tackle. They read it good. A little bit of film work can tell you, but he puts his hand down. He goes right up the middle, number 22. He's a big fullback too.
Yes, Grove.
William Paskowski and Isaac Whistler did a good job.
Yep. Timeout Green, running back. It's 5'11", 205, Ed. So 4th and 3, they're going to go as I thought. Split right and left, slot right and left. Also, the quarterback likes to run out of this, Ed, and you got to be careful of Clark pulling it down and, trying to scamper around the corner. Big 4th down. Now the running back slits to the right of his quarterback, Clark. Clark's going to run the option. He's got the 1st down and more. He might go all the way down the sideline. He gets knocked out of bounds. Boy, that hole opened up so big, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, he got knocked out at the 8 or at the 20, 24, 23.
So right now the Meadville defense has no answers as the Farrell Steelers continue to drive with 9:28 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Steelers on the Bulldog 23-yard line. They come out ready to roll. Clark calling signals. Got a split right and split left, slot right, slot left. He's got 1 back to his right. That's Lewis. Clark calling signals. Now he's changing the play on the line of scrimmage as he sees the Bulldog defense. Now he's going to get his drops back to pass. Looking. He's got a receiver. Touchdown. Wow.
Good job keeping his feet in, too.
Yeah.
Somehow he got in the back of him.
Julius Ream cut in front of him, and play was over his head. So it didn't take the Steelers too long.
Yeah, you can see right here, he got in behind the defense and just threw it right where the receiver could catch it. That was a good throw and catch.
69-yard drive for the Farrell Steelers as they lead 6-0. With the point. Now watch this, Ed. On film, they didn't set up like that. They had one of those looks where they had 3 on one side, 4 on the other, but it looks like a natural setup for the extra point here tonight. See if they kick it. Snap is good. The hole's good. The kick is up, and it is good. So at 9:20 left in the first quarter, the Steelers 7, the Bulldogs 0. We'll be back after 30 seconds as you're listening to Bulldog Football on WAS 94.3 and 1490 WMGW. Back in 30. WAS 94.3 Classic Rock. Banner down there. We're on WAS. We're on 1490 WMGW. And right now the Steelers lead 7-0 over the Bulldogs with 9:20 to go in the first quarter. Had a nice drive by Farrell.
Oh, it was. It was a good pass by the quarterback, too, to number 5, Townsend.
Now let's see. Usually this young man, Dwight Ravenscraft, pops him up. Let's see if he pops him up. No, he kicks it straight that time. Nobody wants to pick it up. Wow, what are we doing here? There's a nice run out to the 35. He can go to the 40. Wolford to the 40-yard line of Farrell. Nice return, no flags, Ed.
Good run. Tell you what, as soon as he got through that first little line, there wasn't anything to his left except for the kicker. That's the first time I've seen Deshaun Wolford fired up like this.
So Meadville starts on the Farrell.
Yeah, this replay shows it that ball just went right past his hands when he picked it up, and the old Farrell just over pursued, and there was nothing to his left, and he just took it up to the 40-yard line of Farrell.
You know, last weekend we had a lot of good field position. We never capitalized on it.
It reminds you of the first week we played, huh?
That's right.
Erie Royals.
That's exactly right. Kilburn calling signals. He's going to give it to Manning. Manning goes straight ahead for about 5-6 good yards. He bumped into Kilburn right there, but he still got 5 yards, Ed.
Yeah, I didn't see that on there. I didn't know what happened.
2nd and 5, ball on the 35-yard line at Farrell. You're going to see a heavy dose of Manning because against Union City, the Union City fullback ran for 180 yards last week.
That middle's a little soft.
So they might get tired of seeing number 1 tonight. Kilburn calling signals. Meadville split to the left side. Motion to the right. Manning again, and this time he goes nowhere. Nope. Good defense that time by
Back
Farrell.
to the original line of scrimmage.
Yep, he lost a few. It's going to be 3rd and about 7.
They read that one pretty well.
Line got beat off the ball too, Ed. So it's 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs with 8:15 to go in the first quarter, clock running. Farrell 7, Meadville nothing. Farrell scored on a 69-yard drive to start the game, and the extra point was good. Meadville now 3rd and about 7. Gilbert calling signals, is going to hand it over to Wolford. Wolford trying to get outside, he gets nowhere. So Meadville having trouble moving the ball. Farrell is coming up and beating them. So Meadville's not punting, they're going to go for it here, Ed.
Oh, I would. I mean, you're back at their 35-yard line.
Again, it's a non-region game here, but you still want to win this. Farrell wants to prove they can beat Meadville. Last year, Meadville gave it to him. Beeson left, split to the left. Motion to the right. Looking to pass. He's got a man open. Oh. Intercepted. Nice play by Lewis. And there goes Lewis down this sideline. He's got a lot of blockers. He returns it all the way to the Meadville 36-yard line. Nice play by Lewis on defense. Wow. Gilbert threw it long. Lewis looked like the receiver, Ed.
Yeah, you can see this. Number 1, I tell you what, he picked up a lot of speed here. Just hung up just a little bit, and then he picks it right off. That was a good over-shoulder catch.
And watch this run coming back.
If it wasn't for Jacob Martin, he might have went because he pushed him out of bounds right there at the 36-yard line.
See if Farrell now tries to go up top right away as they come out of the huddle. Split right and left, slot right and left. Quarterback Clark calling signals. Now he backs off, gets the play. Now they're going to go motion late to this side, so there's trips to this side, Ed. Meadville defense adjusting. Now the running back switches over to the quarterback's left side. Clark calling signals. He's going to run the option that way. Nice pitch. Nobody there, Ed. Nobody there to stop it. Wow. I don't know what defense we're running, but boy, it's not working right now.
Landon
Lewis.
Beck and Julius Ream on that tackle. Looked like number 5, Ben Collier, got caught inside. It was a good block by Farrell on that, but he just went outside. Yeah. Tell you what, that quarterback pitched it just well. Tommy Pollard was coming up, just almost got his hand on that ball.
You wonder who has the pitch man.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was Deshaun Wolford helping out Landon Beck.
Here goes the Steelers. Clark calling signals. Got to split to the right and left, slot to the right and left. Right now, Farrell's having no problem moving the ball against the Bulldogs. None at all. Clark calling signals. 7 minutes to go. 7-0. Farrell here in the first quarter. Clark's going to hand it. Nope, he's going to fake it, throw it out here. And there's a missed tackle because your head's down. You can't have your head down.
Yeah, Julius.
Has his head down, and he can't tackle with your head down. He was in great position, Ed.
You can see how it comes over to the sideline. If he would have just stuck his, he just juked him out. Keep your head up so you know where he's going.
Can't have your head down.
Oh, his knee touched. He should have been down there at the 40-yard line.
So Farrell gets a break on that call. Ball on Meadville's 24-yard line. First down, Steelers. 6:45 to go. If Steelers moving the ball again. They go, and they're going to run a little jet sweep. The ball's on the carpet, and Meadville scoops it up. See how far we can go with this. He may go all the way.
Come on, Destin.
To the 20, 18-yard line.
I think, yep, Destin Beck, good job to pick it up. Boy, he was hustling down there.
He saw nothing but green carpet ahead of him, Ed.
Oh, that was good. He drops back.
This is the play before it.
Oh, that was the play before.
That's not the play.
Here it is. Yeah, I don't like that little pitch there. Let him run into it and pick it up. But
there's Beck.
Tell you what, Beck came right up there and scooped it up.
Bumbling, stumbling. Look at him. Now
good thing he had some good hands there, because if he would have muffed that and then Farrell would have picked it back up, Coach would have been a little upset.
Nice return by Beck. Let's see if Meadville can capitalize on the turnover by the Farrell Steelers. We have a penalty against Meadville, Ed. I don't understand what this is. Oh, no, it's not. I'm not sure what we're doing here with the officials. Okay, no penalty. Meadville has it on the 23-yard line. Oh, no, that's on the 18-yard line, right? Ball's on the 18. Scoreboard has it wrong. There it is. First and 10, Meadville. What a quick change of possession here, Ed.
Yeah, big time.
Gilbert calling signals, going to hand it off, tackle the man, and he's got 1 yard the most. Right now, the
Hey, I'd be
Farrell
happy with-
Steelers are controlling the line of scrimmage. Meadville line is getting no movement.
I'd be happy with 3 to 4 yards per carry.
That was 2. Might have to run to our right side where Patchkowski and Pollard are head. Going to the left, we haven't gotten anything. Second and 8 for the Dogs. They're in 4-down territory. Gerben calling signal. He's going to pitch it wide. Ream fights through. Gets some good positive yards there. Good run right there by Julius Ream.
About 4 yards. 4 or 5 yards.
Now it's 3rd down. Jonathan Shallow bringing the play in for the Dogs. 3rd and about long 4. Ball on the 12-yard line of Farrell as they bring a player in and 1 out. Gilbert calling signals. Gonna give it to Manning again. Manning tackle after a 1-yard gain. That play is not there.
1-yard gain, Isaiah Manning.
Again, I just want to say, I think they should run to the right side where Patchkowski and Pollard are. 4th and 1, Ed. 4th and 1 hasn't been too kind to the Bulldogs this year.
No, it hasn't. How many times did we get stopped last week?
Well, I know. Under 4 left in the first quarter. Clock running. Steelers up 7-0. Gilbert calling signals. He's going to run it to Wolford. He stops and goes back inside. And I'm not sure. You think he got it?
I thought when I saw it on the TV that he reached for it. He should have. Should be down by the yellow.
Down by the yellow is definitely a 1st down.
You can see here he cuts back, goes up, nothing's down, nothing. He's still not down. Yeah, the ball should have been marked at that little yellow, which would be the.
It's a 1st down if it's on the yellow. What
the
are they doing?
13-yard line? They're going to measure.
Wow. Let's check the measurement out. Here comes the chain as you see it here if you're watching on TV.
Watch him just be
short. Going to be close. Meadville having problems on their 4th down plays. Again, running left. That's a first.
No.
He's short. Didn't make it.
Short.
Farrell stops Meadville on downs. Again, Meadville gets stopped on downs. Meadville running to their left. So 1st down Farrell with 4:39 to go in the first quarter. Meadville had the ball way inside and got twice. Meadville's had good field position tonight and can't turn it into the end zone. So here go the Steelers again with 4:39 left in the first quarter. They're up 7-0. Split right and left, slot right and left. Clark calling signals, handed inside, and the flag down there. Well, that's just a beanbag. It's like a flag on.
Hey, the head ref came in there. He reffed our 7th grade game last night at Maplewood.
It looks like he threw a flag, or is it a bean?
It's a flag.
What the flag is, let's see.
Holding on Steelers.
So Meadville definitely going to take it. Back him up.
That head rest for Mercer, by the way, Mike.
That's good.
It's close to Farrell.
Well, it doesn't matter. There's no referees around here.
Nope.
So it's 1st and 15 for the Steelers. Ball on their own 5-yard line. I'm sure they're going to be careful with the ball here. Clark calling signals. A little movement by the offensive backfield there. Got to be almost too much time here. Looking to throw, and he's going to run, and he's going to get tackled for about a yard gain. Good job by the Meadville defense there. Now they had 2nd down, but Meadville took the penalty. So
Tommy Pollard on the tackle on that one.
They had 2nd down, but I think it's only 2nd down now, right? Because Meadville accepted the penalty.
Yeah, now it's 2nd down.
Right, now it's 2nd and 13 for the Steelers. Coming up on a 4-minute mark. Steelers 7, the Bulldogs 0 here at Benderfield on Military Appreciation Night. Decent crowd. Student body in full force again for the Bulldogs. Clark calling signals in a pistol formation. Got trips to this side. He's looking. He's going to throw
wide
it long.
open.
Wide open as a receiver. And he catches it. Boy, Meadville secondary has no idea what's going on tonight.
Brandon Chambers on the catch on that. Flag.
What's that flag for?
Might be unsportsmanlike against Steelers.
Really?
Maybe. It's the only thing I could think of right at the moment because it didn't come out.
Landed back on the tackle. Wow, what was that?
They bid on that double move right there.
Meadville secondary is getting torched. Just torched. And he has all day to throw, too. We're not getting any heat on him.
No, it's sideline infraction against Meadville.
What'd they do? What's the sideline infraction? 5 yards against the Bulldogs. They lose their composure.
Down here on the players or coaches, one of the two. You have to be outside of the first.
5 yards of sideline infraction.
You have to be off of the white, and Durham in between. The coaches can be out on the white, but you have to move back so it gives the refs time to go up and down. Now the next one will be a 15-yard penalty if they get called on it again. And then the third one, I think you're actually
Okay, Clark calling signals now. He's going to hand it to his deep back. And they got about a 3-yard run there.
Ben Collar chipped him up, and then Isaiah Manning finished it.
Who's 73 for Meadville?
That's Ian McCauley.
Ian is lost out there right now. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, people are running right past him. Farrell now 2nd and 6, ball at midfield. 2 backs in the backfield. Usually they run out of this formation. See what the Steelers do. Yep, they're going to toss sweep it to the right side. There's a block in the back if it doesn't get called, and there goes the running back. Wow, no containment or nothing out there, Ed. Nothing. Lewis is running up and down the field. Farrell just having their day today.
Little toss sweep. He goes around the corner. Yeah, I guess that was a little bit of block in the back, but wasn't much. So I've always told my players if they don't call it, it wasn't a penalty.
Exactly. Set first down for the Steelers on the 26 of the Bulldogs. 2:48 left in this first quarter. It's been all Farrell so far on both sides of the ball. Clark, the quarterback, calling signals. Got a motion man, brings him back next to him. And they're going to run it off tackle. Now he dukes back outside. Meadville defense is there, and they stop him that time for a no gain. Maybe a loss of a yard.
Isaiah Manning on that pushed him straight out. Way to read that play, young man.
So good defense by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the linebackers are going to have to help out the defense ends a little bit.
Well, we don't know what they've been told to do on both sides, so we can only speculate who has the pitch man on that play. That veer play has been working well for Farrell.
Yes.
2nd and 10, the ball on Meadville's 27-yard line for the Steelers. Calling signals. Back to passes. Clark looking. He's got time. Throws it short. And good tackle right there by Manning.
Yeah, did you see how when that receiver caught it, you see how Isaiah Manning broke down and let him make the first move, but he still didn't bite on it?
And by the way, fans, it'll be 3rd and 8. You realize Farrell started this drive on their own 5-yard line. Their own 5-yard line.
Well, after the penalty, yeah.
No, after the penalty, but they still started on their own 5-yard line. 3rd and 9, ball on Meadville's 25-yard line. He's going to run to the right, looking for a receiver. He's hurried that time, gets around Manning, and throws it into the ground. Good chase by Manning, good pressure by Isaiah.
Tell you what, that was a nice play by the quarterback, just throwing it down so his receiver didn't get clocked.
So now it's 4th and 9. Big play for the Bulldog defense here, Ed. Big play. Farrell getting ready. Clark getting his team. Number 3, very talented quarterback. And their big receivers, number 5, Townsend. Let's see if they look for him. Townsend's down here by himself, Ed. Single coverage. They like to isolate him. They got 3 receivers to the other side. Clark looking. Sometimes I'll run it this way, Ed, to their right. I'm not sure who the linebacker is out here, but you got to be ready.
I think they might run it. Nope.
Nope, back to pass, looking his left, looking over the middle. He's got a receiver, he throws it long.
Ooh.
And we're lucky there because our deep safety stopped again. You got to keep running. So Meadville takes it over on downs. Good defensive stance.
First down.
1:51 to go in this first quarter. We're keeping it here. It's 7-0 Steelers. Steelers. Against the Bulldogs. Steelers figured they could maybe beat a high school team. No, just kidding. Farrell Steelers we're talking about. Here goes Gilbert leading the Bulldogs. Let's see what we try to do here, Ed. Right now our offense has been a little stymied. Gilburn calling signals. Trying to run outside, cuts it back in. His Ream, he gets about 2 yards, maybe 3.
That was Deshaun Wolford on that carry.
Right now,
he got 5 yards.
You know, he did. Not right now, Ed. We can't get outside.
Well, they got 9 guys in the box. I can see that, which every team does that against us.
You wonder if counter would be there, Ed, because they're flowing so fast to the ball. Maybe a counter would be there. Their linebackers aren't staying home. None of them are. They're just flying to the ball. So 2nd and a long 5. Ball on the Bulldog 30. Gilburn calling signals. Going to run it. And there's a nice hole. Got to keep running. 1st down Bulldogs. Julius Ream on the carry.
I almost said Shane Ream right there. Good thing I didn't. You know, Julius gets upset about that.
Yeah, I don't blame him. People saying that. 1:13 to go in the 1st quarter. Meadville on the move on their own 36. 1st down.
Good 2 positive runs right there, back to back.
Yep, like to see a nice drive here by the Dogs. They're down 7-0 with 1:03 left in this 1st quarter. And that's offsides on the Farrell Steelers. So Meadville will get a free 5 yards, Ed.
See, I don't like that. I don't like that in high school football. If they just jump a little bit, throw the flag, but let the offense give time to go ahead and have a free play.
Why is that?
Because even if they intercept it, the ball's still going to stay with the offense.
Is that just a high school rule, Ed? Or is it in the pros too?
No, it's just a high school because they didn't make contact with any of the offensive linemen. I just don't like that.
Gilburn brings them up 1st and 5. You heard from Ed. Doesn't like that rule. And our rear back has nothing. I mean, there's nothing there.
Nothing. That right side of the line is getting blown up.
Yeah, we got to run to Paskowski's side.
We actually lost 2 yards on that one. So now it's what, 2nd down and
7.
Yep.
2nd and a long 7.
25 seconds left in the 1st.
If I was me, I would have let it run out. Look at that big man playing nose tackle, 66, Ed.
Big boy.
290. Here goes a 1st down and more. Nice run by Manning. And that'll be the last play of the 1st quarter. So at the end of 1, Farrell 7, Meadville 0. Bulldog football on 1490 WMGW and was 94.3. We'll be back after 30 seconds.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/ArmstrongOneWire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Seven nothing Steelers as you see the Farrell band across the way hitting their tunes. Beautiful night for high school football. Remind everybody on the radio side that Ed will have a special guest at halftime.
Yes, I will.
And you'll be slinging it with
Jim Severo.
Jim Severo. So Meadville down 7-0. Ed, we talked during the break. I feel Meadville's lucky to be down 7-0. They could be down 21-0.
I mean, yeah, but in a football game, you're always lucky to do something. The luck could go your way, the luck could go their way. And, you know, I mean, we picked up that fumble, went down, we got stopped, but yet the defense came up strong down there and stopped them when they needed to. I mean, hopefully that, you know, sparks the defensive side of the ball.
Okay, Meadville now with the ball on the 49-yard line of Farrell, 1st down, as we begin the 2nd quarter. At Bender Field, at the Barco Durats Athletic Complex, broadcasting from the Jack Highland press box. So Farrell moving around on defense. Kirby now calling signals. You got Ream in a right slot. He's going to hand it to Manning again. Manning picking his way through, and he's got about 10 yards, about 8 yards, 9 yards on that, Ed.
Yep, good 9-yard run.
You know, Manning,
that middle, and they need to do that. That time the line actually executed their blocks and blocked well because they were actually a yard, 2 yards down the field when Manning got to the line of scrimmage. So did a good job. And I tell you what, 2 different teams from what last year was.
You know, Manning also had good vision on that. He kind of shifted a little bit to his right. Gilbert calling signals. This time back to Manning, 1st down and more as Manning goes all the way to the 33-yard line. And you got to wonder, Ed, what's going on? Is the Meadville line coming off the ball better? Because in the beginning, Farrell stuffed all this.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're actually getting a push now. That's why I said maybe that defensive stand right there actually, fired them up a little bit.
Meadville on the Farrell 33-yard line. Steelers lead the Bulldogs 7-0. 11:20 to go in the second quarter. Gilbert calling signals. He's going to give it this little run that time to Ream. He's going nowhere. There's a flag down there. It could be a hold against Meadville.
Yeah, I think it's a holding or a face mask, but I think it might be holding.
Against Meadville.
But against Meadville, if he would have took it outside a little bit more, because that middle was a little bit congested, I think he would have picked up some positive yards.
There's the
pushing it back.
Pushing it back. And that's something that Coach Collins has really mystified, why our running backs this year don't get it out there like Julius and Antonio did. Get it outside. Journey and Antonio, excuse me. And that's a big penalty against the Meadville offense that sputtered a little bit. 11:07 to go in the first half, 7-0 Steelers. That penalty will push Meadville all the way back to Farrell's 43-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 20. As Meadville comes out of the huddle. Gilbert calling signals. He's going to give it back to Manning. Manning running. Still going, rumble bumbles. Picks up a good 10 yards on that running.
Actually,
play.
11. He's a yard past the
10
the
yards.
marker.
I said 10 yards. It's 10 yards.
But I had to give him that extra yard there.
And I'm glad you did. So it'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Ed. Right now, keep feeding the big man until they stop it.
You got to. And then once they control that middle, then you go with your 2 other running backs and go outside.
Jonathan Shallow bringing the play in for the Bulldogs. Gilbert calling this play in the huddle as the Bulldogs come out. He's got Deshaun Wolford to his right, Ream to his left. In the wing T formation, Manning behind Kilburn. Here goes Ream in motion. He's going to give it a counter play to Wolford. Wolford's going to get about 3. That counter should be there, but it wasn't there, Ed. I don't understand.
Nah, the defensive end for Farrell actually stayed home and pushed him back inside. And the linebackers came up and tackled him with only a 3-yard gain.
So 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs and 4-down territory. You get 6 yards, 2 downs. And if I'm Farrell, I'm looking at Manning on this play. Meadville now split to the right side. Wolford on the right. Ream split backs with Manning. Manning gets it and goes and gets down to about the 25-yard line, 26. Going to be 3rd and about a long 3. They're running an isolation there, and that time he didn't follow Ream through the hole, so it's going to be 4th and 2.
Yep, 4th and 2. I tell you what, though, I mean, when Manning went in there, he broke it back towards the middle and had a little bit of daylight because he could have got tackled right there at the line of scrimmage.
Big down here, folks, for the Meadville Bulldogs with 9:25 in the clock running. Meadville with the ball on Farrell's 25-yard line. They need 2 yards for first down. Oh, money.
Tommy Pollard. It's all right, buddy. It's all right, young man.
Stop count, Tom. Where you going? You can't make those mistakes. Sophomore mistake there. That hurts. An easy 5. So Meadville picked up a 5 on an offside. Farrell picks up a 5 on a procedure. So now it's 4th and 7 for the Dogs. The ball's not on the 7. The clock operator needs to get with the game here. Gilbert calling signals. Give it to Manning. Manning is going to be held without it as he got off a block. And Farrell will take over.
Well,
on
he got
down.
the 5 yards back that he lost.
Yep. Again, running to our left side. I understand. 9 minutes to go in this half. Farrell takes it over. They lead 7-0. Meadville has not put any points on the board. And last week, Meadville only scored 14, so Meadville's in a drought right now. Farrell takes it off on the Meadville's 31-yard line. They have a very quick strike offense. 2 backs in the backfield. They usually run out of this. Let's see what Clark wants to do. Calling signals. Going to come out this way. Meadville number 4 is getting held, and they finally call it. Deshaun, I'll tell you what.
He got held and still made the tackle.
He did, and he was held. It looked like, wow, if there's a replay, you got to watch this hold.
I think they're going to mark him off, take that 10-yard penalty.
Oh, yeah, you got to take this team all the time you get. 8:53 to go in the first half, 7-0 Steelers. There's the call by the official if you're watching on TV. Ed? There's Clark now with his little toss. You don't like that toss.
Little toss sweep. I actually like it sometimes because he gets some space. Landon Beck came up.
Nice play by Landon. Nice
Boy,
play
he
by
got
Landon
spun
Beck.
into him and helped out Landon on that one, didn't he?
Nice play by Landon Beck. Deshaun Wolford got cattle prodded on that hold.
I'm wondering if they keep doing that, if they're going to do a little toss to the running back and then a pass downfield. Get them safeties
I don't
moved
know
up.
about that. But who knows with Farrell. They come out, split right and left, slot right and left. Clark calling signals. I like the pass. That is, he's looking. He's going this way, and he drops it.
Boy, good thing for Julius.
I don't know what Julius is doing. Getting a 35 feet cushion there.
Well, he was on him, and then all of a sudden Julius kept running straight, and he did a little
Nice route runner.
just yeah.
You know, by the way, Coach Collins did tell me, Ed, that he thinks the Farrell Steelers receivers run really good routes, seriously. So it's 3rd and long. Should be 3rd down, right? No,
Yep.
They took the penalty.
Second down.
Second down.
20.
Yep. You know, if they,
Well, they got 19 because it was a yard past the ball, so.
I wonder if they have a screen out here. I'm not going by what it's on the clock. I'm saying 2nd and 20. Clark calling signals. Got trips to the right. One receiver to the left. Still calling signals. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to hand the ball off on a little delay. And Meadville gets there after about a 7-yard gain.
That was a good tackle, form tackle by Ben Collier, because that guy had a steam. Nice little spin move that he had, didn't he?
Yep. 8:20 to go left in the first half. Farrell's up 7-0, so it's 3rd and long for the Steelers. 3rd and about what, 16, 19? It's about 16. 3rd and 16. Steelers come out, trips to the right, one receiver's to the left, one back in the backfield. They're passing, and here they go. Clark back to pass, looking over the middle, is going to run it out. And boom, he goes down. Nice tackle right there by
Isaiah,
Manning.
yeah.
So that'll be 4th down. Here comes the Farrell punt team.
One of the defenders slipped as he went to tackle him.
Yeah, it did rain earlier. Turf could be a little slick right now.
Oh, yeah, you can see him come up here, number 5, Ben. He come up there and just slipped.
Nothing you can do. But
No, you can't, but that's a nice tackle right there.
That's how you have to hit people like him. You got to hit those guys high.
Hey, he had his head up and everything.
Ed, last week they had a fake against us, Cash. Let's see if keep our containment against this punt. You never know with Farrell. They watched the film last week. We got one guy back. Nope, they're going to punt it. Oh, we just missed blocking that. Oh, it was close. Uh-oh.
Oh.
What is Wolford doing? Why would he get right next to it if he's not going to catch it? That is not a smart play, Ed. Don't pound your head.
Recovery.
You got to get away. You got to tell everybody back. Landon Beck almost blocked it, but he came up, and then all of a sudden he saw the guys coming, and then just tried to jump backwards. Hit him right in the chest. You got to get away from there.
That is not smart at all. If you're not going to catch it, get out of the way. All right, Farrell now with the ball on the Meadville 45-yard line. Farrell takes the timeout. We're going to take a short timeout. Meadville football on WAS 94.3 FM and on WMGW 1490. We'll be back after 30 seconds.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/Armstrong1Wire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Mike Farrell, Ed Marin. Ed, your comments so far, the Bulldogs are not playing smart football right now.
Well, the thing of it is you keep making mistakes, it's going to bite you sooner or later. Now that the defense comes out, they got to have a good defensive stand. They can't let them score again, considering that we're not really moving the ball that well.
Okay, got two receivers on each side. Split right, split left, slot right, slot left. One back next to Clark. Clark Collingston is going to hand it to the big fullback, and this time Meadville gives him about 2 yards, and they're all over that run. Good defense right there by the Bulldogs.
Only a gain of 2 yards, so.
Ben Collier in on that tackle. Ben Collier's made a lot of tackles so far for his first start. Junior linebacker. 2nd and 8. Clock running. 6:45 on the clock running here. Farrell definitely in 4-down territory yet. It was a crisp night. Actually, a fall of football
I could
weather.
smell somebody like burning firewood because it smells really good right now.
Farrell comes
I
out.
love this time of the year.
Farrell comes out in their run formation with the 2 backs. They usually run out of this. Let's see if they do.
Yep, false start on the left tackle.
That helps a little bit. Moves it back 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and long. 2nd and 13 now for the Steelers. At 6:24 mark in this first quarter. Farrell scoring their first possession. They went on a 69-yard drive. The extra point was good. Both teams haven't been able to hit the end zone yet, but Farrell's moved the ball. They fumbled the ball away. Meadville had a scoop and almost scored, but they couldn't put it in. As the run off that formation, Meadville all over it, and nice tackle right there by you-know-who, number 1, Isaiah Manning.
Mac Truck Manning.
He's having a game on defense tonight.
Oh, he is. And, I mean, I'm glad he's picking up to where he was last year. But you can see him fly right in there. Perfect. He kept his head up even though he dived at him. Such a good runner, too. I love watching him running inside the tackles. So strong.
Half of it. 5:35 and the clock running. 3rd and 15.
Another false
motion
start.
again. Yep.
False start.
So that'll be 5 more yards. Farrell's shooting themselves in the foot now. So Meadville looks like they got it right here, Ed. Your defense has got to stop them on this 3rd down and get the ball back. Meadville also gets the opening kick to start the second half.
Yeah, it makes it 3rd down and 20 now with 5:26 left in the second.
So I'll tell you what, if I'm Meadville, I want to know what Townsend is. Number 5, he's their big wide out, and he's on the right side with the trips. 15's down here by himself. That's Oddman. This Oddman down here is in 9th grade. They're looking for him, too. He's in 9th grade, and can't get it. He had him beat. Why are they beating us, Ed? Now, Coach Capola says if you're playing tight, he wants you to hit him. Are we hitting them when they're coming off the ball?
Yeah, even the Steelers had me a little confused because I was watching the trips because I thought something was going to come out of the trips like a little screen. But they went to that single side over there, and he just ran past Deshaun.
Kid is a 9th grade receiver. 9th grader, 6'1".
He looks good out there, too.
They can run. And they're going to go for it, Ed. Why not? We haven't stopped them. You know? They're not going to punt. A little late getting a player on the field. Here they come. Now they're going to drop back in a punt formation, and that's motion. That's motion. You can't do that, Ed.
That's 3 times on this drive.
Like, I think you could do that up in Canada, though, right? Ed, up in Canada?
I didn't see. Well, it all depends because you can have one guy as long as you don't go forward.
No, the line was going. When he went back, watch, the line starts moving. They were starting to lean. Watch.
Oh, yeah. You could see the tackle there closest to us. Yeah, number 54.
Sometimes I really believe when you have high school kids, you get too fancy, you confuse them a little bit. So
that's twice he's got called for false start in this series.
4th and 25. They're going to go back and punt it again. Good kick. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Get it away. And they do.
Oh, good thing he stopped it earlier. It could have been down inside the 10. I'll take it at the 15.
Good kick by Farrell. Meadville gets it on their own 15 with 4:53. Does Meadville have a drive in them right now?
They better. You want to get some points on the board before halftime. Of course, we get the ball, too, first.
Get the ball to start the ball. To start the second half, what you got to do is protect the ball here, too, Ed.
Correct.
So Meadville on their own 15-yard line, down 7-0 here at Benderfield against the Farrell Steelers. Kilburn calling signals. And there's a nice run right there by Wolford.
Tell you what, I just saw Tommy Pollard pull, and he was quick. He was all the way up at the 22-yard line.
You know, our backs should be right behind him, Ed. Our backs should be right behind him. Our backs need to get quick. If the guard is up through the hall and the back's 3 yards behind him, that's not helping the guard. Did get 7 yards, 2nd and 3. Ball on their own 22. Balls forward for a first down. Would be Manning on the carry.
He's just so strong.
So Meadville now with a first down. With 4:15, the clock running here. Meadville has all 3 timeouts, Ed. So they got enough time.
Just got to keep it moving. Keep grinding out.
4:10, the clock moving here. I like this. I like to see us put in a hurry-up offense too, though. You know what I mean?
Would be nice.
Yeah, we need a hurry-up offense. Situations like this. Gilbert calling signals. Motion. Gonna hand it back to Manning. Manning's got about 6 yards on that, and then he gets pushed back.
That's a good lead block by Deshaun Wolford.
Yes, it was. I like that.
Even though he got stood up by the linebacker, he still had a hat on a hat.
I like that little motion, and then they go hit the linebacker.
Yep.
So I got about 4 yards, 2nd and 6. The clock continues to fly.
It's almost like the flip power with the quarterback.
Yeah.
Where he leads blocks.
Meadville on their own 30-yard line. Needs to go 70 yards in about 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So they got to show some urgency here. Farrell now coming up to the line. Gilbert calling signals. Ream got a hole.
No, Wolford.
Wolford, take it outside. Wolford to the 50. Keep running.
Hold on.
All
there
the way. Good run by Deshaun Wolford out there.
Yep, at the 43-yard line of the Steelers. That was a nice hard run.
Yep.
They were thinking it was coming to Isaiah again in the middle, and then boom.
And
saw that little hole, made one tackler miss, and then Rajon just got enough of 24 to force him back into Deshaun, but he still picked up another 10 yards.
3:10 to go in the first half. Clock running. Meadville has 3 timeouts. Gilbert calling signals. And they're going to give it to Manning. He's going nowhere.
Ream got balled up, about a 3-yard loss. It looked like Ream slipped a little bit too when he tried to cut it back. I like Farrell's helmets, Mike. They look nice.
Oh, yeah. They got nice uniforms. Class program, you know. They're winning. They've won a state championship. They're always knocking on the door. 2nd and long for the Dogs at 2:25 to go. Kilburn calling signals, and we got motion against Meadville here. It's going to cost us 5 more, Ed.
I didn't see who jumped.
It's going to be 2nd and longer.
So both sides, the Steelers and the Dogs, are both getting called for false starts.
Meadville has a lot of penalties this year. A lot.
That's what hurt us 2 years ago.
Man, we're just making penalty after penalty after penalty. It's 2:15 to go in this first half. 7-0 Farrell Steelers. And that's mental to me. That's mental discipline, is penalties like that. Mental discipline. Gilbert calling signals. Pitches it. Whoa. Yeah, nice little run there.
A little 4-yard gain.
That's almost a pitch behind them.
Now it's going to be, what, 3rd and 12?
Yep, as the clock continues to run with 1:50, Meadville has 3 timeouts.
Actually, yep, 3rd and 13. I was going to say they need to change it. I just looked again to see where he ended up.
Kilburn brings him out of the huddle. Split
1:35
right.
left.
Kilburn calling signals. Going to run it to Manning, and Manning, that time they're waiting for him. It's going to be 4th and 10. And we have a timeout. Farrell? Timeout, Farrell. We're going to keep it here. It's 1:24 before half. Good timeout by the Steelers. They want to get the ball back, Ed.
I would too. You want to go up, you want to get as many points as you can, because it's actually been a little bit of a dogfight, even though both teams have been, making some mental mistakes with penalties. But I mean, it's been a long game so far. You would think that the second quarter would be done by now, but
there's some fans out there enjoying themselves in this brisk fall evening here at Bender Field, part of the Barker Durats Athletic Complex. Good group of fans. There's a hunter, I think, right? Or
no, veteran.
Veteran, yep.
See it right down there.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your service. Coach Collins isn't happy. That's Coach Richards with them right there. But Coach Collins is pacing the sideline, and he doesn't look there. He is, Ed. He doesn't have that happy look right now There's steam coming.
I wouldn't want to be in that locker room right now.
Ooh, he is hot.
But you know what? Farrell came to play. I mean, they are a good team. They're coached well.
Yep.
I mean, like you said earlier, they've been knocking on the door with state titles. And
so it's 4th down. Meadville has to punt.
Pin them deep, so hopefully, you know, they don't hit a long play.
I think they're going to be coming after this, too, Ed. There's only one deep player. Farrell's coming after this punt. Good snap. There's an angle punt to the sideline.
Nice kick.
That should be
inside
right around
the 15.
Yep, there it is. 1:18 to go. Farrell picks it up on their own 12-yard line. Plenty of time for Farrell one time out there where they wing the ball around.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Meadville defense has only given up 7 points in his first half against a team that's averaged 40 points a game, Farrell. Meadville getting shut out.
Totally different from last year, huh, Mike?
Totally, and I thought this game would be in the 40s for both teams tonight, but doesn't look that way so far. Here goes the Steelers now. Clark brings him out of huddle. It's number 3, trips to the right, 1 to the left. The one man to the left, that is Townsend. He's their big play guy. He's up against Wolford. Wolford's off 5 yards off him. Wolford's got to break, go right away. They're going to throw a little bubble screen to him. Nice play by Deshaun Wolford that time.
Yep, nice play by Deshaun holding him up and waiting for help. Ben Collier came over there and helped him clean it up.
But Collier's been all over the field in his first start.
I mean, I seen that he made a couple mistakes, but it's his first start tonight. But, I mean, you could tell he's playing hard.
1:15 to go. I don't know why the clock stopped for a second. 57 coming in for the Dogs, Ed. Who's 57? From Meadville. Ed?
Man.
You said you knew the players. You told me you knew them all.
That's Hayden Grove.
Okay, well, he's in.
Oh, Hayden.
He goes in and it goes offsides right away. Mental discipline, Hayden Grove. Mental discipline. Your eyes or your ears. I don't know where you're going. And they picked it up. No, they didn't. Wow. Now it's 2nd and 3. 59 seconds. The ball's on Farrell's 20-yard line. Walk back to pass. You got to get back to Sean. Get back to Sean. Pick it off here.
Got it, Landon.
Nice play by Landon Beck at the 40. Ran back to the 45. Watch behind you, Landon. All the way.
I
nice
tell you
return.
what, he did very well, and Deshaun did very well. If they show a replay of this, Deshaun did not bite on that double move and stayed with his guy, and Landon Beck was behind him to clean it up. What a good play. Because you can see it, but you can't see, but he pump faked it and then overthrew his guy, and then Landon was there. I mean, that was the best defensive stand that I seen them play tonight, especially on a pass.
Landon Beck,
they did not bite on it.
Landon Beck, the sophomore free safety, starting his 2nd game of the season. Got a bright future for the Bulldogs. Okay,
yes, he does.
41 seconds to go. Let's see what Meadville does here. Gilbert calling signals. And now, for some reason, we have a timeout Farrell.
50-50 tickets still on sale.
Farrell takes the timeout. We're going to keep it here. Remind everybody, Ed's got a special guest at halftime. We'll do it half to half. We'll take a 5-minute commercial break, and then Ed will have back up here for his guest. You can talk a little bit, Ed. We'll take a 5-minute commercial break.
Great, put me on the spot, huh?
We'll take a 6-minute commercial.
Hey, thanks for the new shirts there, Mike.
You're welcome.
I like them.
Yeah. We're styling. We're styling.
Even though I had to design it a little bit.
You did. You did a good job designing. 41 seconds to go, 7-0 Farrell in this entertaining game, to say the least. Meadville's had spurts of offense, but nothing consistent. Farrell definitely had a dangerous team. You want to get up on them a couple scores because they can score at any time from anywhere.
Yeah, I'm worried about it being close or if them down or we're tied and going in and just because they're so elusive on the offensive side of the ball.
Okay, Farrell now. Not sure what their coach wants. He probably loosened his secondary up. Yep, secondary's backed off a little bit by Farrell. Gilbert had no choice to throw it out.
No, he didn't. That was a good choice, just throwing it up where the defender couldn't get the ball.
Yeah, I mean,
good choice.
No blocking there. So it's 2nd and 10 with 37 seconds to go. Farrell has no timeouts. Maybe you're better off at just running it out here and regroup at halftime.
Well, you're inside their territory, so you might as well give it a shot with 3 timeouts left.
There goes Manning to the 40, 35, cuts it back all the way to the 28. You have timeouts. Use a timeout, coach.
Yeah, it's down to 30 seconds, 31. Well, they have to stop the clock until they get the chain set.
Yeah, but he's taking too long. Oh, timeout. I don't understand this. You got 3 timeouts, 26 seconds to go. Wolford now with the handoff. He gets about 3 yards.
Now he calls timeout. 14 seconds left. We got 2 timeouts left. Farrell has none.
Ball on Farrell's 29-yard line. We get close. Try field goal. There's a huddle there for Meadville. With 14 seconds to go in this first half. 7-0 Farrell. Both teams trading punches. Farrell scored on their first possession. They went on a 69-yard junket. But since then, they've had a couple of mistakes. Meadville got close, but then made some mistakes also. So 7-0. Meadville, by the way, will be traveling to Franklin next week. Back in region play.
Last away game.
Until the playoffs. Ed and I will bring you all the action starting at 6:30 with the pregame featuring the Coach Collins Show. Red and Black against Red and Black next week. See former head coach of Cochran and now the head coach of the Franklin Knights, Tom Haynes, down there. And his son is the quarterback for the Knights.
Ian, yep.
Ian Haynes. Okay, the ball on the Farrell's 25 with 14 seconds to go. Kilburn calling signals, gives it to Manning. Manning running. Calls another timeout. Coach Collins with 9 seconds to go.
Good thing it was a first down, or else it would put another second or 2 off the clock by the time he called a timeout.
Ball on the 18-yard line. So there's Coach Collins and the troops. What do you call a pass play here, Ed? We're on the 18.
You got to keep going with what you do best, and that's running the ball.
You only got 9 seconds, though.
And they only have 1 timeout left, too.
If it's 9 seconds, I'd maybe pass.
I don't know why they still have it marked down as 3, but should be 1 timeout left.
Well,
you never know. I mean, they might call. They might. Well, you can, because maybe might be a chance that he can. They might try a long field goal. Who knows? Because Ream can kick now. Never know.
No, I mean, they're in their offensive set.
No, not now. It's only 3rd down. Oh no, it's 1st down. I'm sorry.
1st down. 9 seconds to go. Split to the left is number 13, Ed.
Miles Moreland.
See if they throw to the big guy up there. Lay it up for him. Coming on a blitz. Manning. Timeout Meadville. 4 seconds to go.
That's their last. Oh, it shows that they have 1 timeout left.
That's their last one.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you're right. Ball's on the 12-yard line. By the way, folks, last call for 50-50. 50-50 seller out there. There's Coach Collins again with the troops. With 4 seconds to go, Meadville on the 12-yard line, down 7-0.
Didn't Farrell score on their first drive?
First drive of the game, Ed. They went 69 yards on their drive. Scored on a nice play, pass play. Maybe they're discussing whether they want to try a field goal here. I don't know. Try it.
It's only about
the ball's on
8-9 yards longer.
So it'd be 20.
Oh, they're going for it.
Oh, yeah. Doug said we want 6. Shallow split to the right. Kilburn calling signals. Wolford on the slot to the right. He goes in motion. They're going to get it to him, to Manning, and going to dive to about the 6, and that is the end of the first half. So at the end of the first half, it is Meadville, it is Farrell 7, the Meadville Bulldogs 0.
All right, can everybody hear me? How you doing tonight?
Meadville football on WAS 94.3 FM and on 1490 WMGW.
It's over here in the corner. I see a lot of red, white, and blue. We appreciate it. Something I'd like to do. Is there anyone control the volume on that? How's that? All right. Something I'd like to do real quick. all my veterans out in the stands, if you can stand, would you please stand up for me? All my veterans, past, present. Let's give them a round of applause, guys, because that's why we're here. Every one of us, that's why we were invited here tonight, to talk about veterans, to show our appreciation, and to tell you about a little something that we have going on. Tomorrow at Street Track and Trail, Dick Lepley and his wonderful staff out there are putting on a huge event for veterans of all ages, again, past, present, their families, the general public, anybody that can. Come on out. It's going to be a great day. They're going to have food vendors. There's going to be a veteran by my side ride. We're actually taking out veterans in side-by-sides around Street Track and Trail's 2-mile loop, and just, you know, giving them appreciation, showing them what it's all about. In these tough times, we need to stand together, and, you know, we're stronger together like that. So we've got that going on. We've got some reenactments. There's going to be a ton of just different activities, very family-friendly, bring the families together. And also tonight, they're selling some shirts there in the corridor, and they're going to be donating the proceeds to Embracing Our Veterans and Operation Build Up. I've got my friends here with me. Operation Build Up, I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about themselves and what they do, and I think we've got something you're going to like tomorrow. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my friend Justin Cogswell, all the way from New York. These guys drove down here to be with us tonight. So here we go. Justin?
Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it. My name is Justin from Operation Build Up. Some of you may be familiar with us. We've actually come to town on multiple occasions. Our mission is to find veterans that are struggling, that are going through difficult times. We're starting a mission that is followed by when one of our veterans trip and fall, we run and give them aid, and it could be by way of a vehicle or complete home furnishings. We feel like this is very important because our veterans are the CEOs of tomorrow. There's a lot of young faces here today. Many of them will become veterans. Their role is vitally important to the future of our country, and we make a stand. When a veteran trips and falls and we aid, we help them up. We let them know that not only our generation of veterans will be taken care of when the VA or other entities fail us, but the next generation will as well. So tomorrow at roughly 2:30 p.m. at the Street Track and Trail event, we have another local veteran. This is the third local veteran from your area that we will be surprising with a vehicle. He's fallen on hard times, and he thinks he's on his own after years of sacrifice and 7 combat deployments. So our team came all the way here to New York with a 2010 vehicle that we are going to go ahead and surprise him with. He has no idea that we are coming, and we're doing that to show love for this area, to show love for our country and for our veterans. So please support our mission. Go to our website, operationbuildup.com, and this is a fight for we the people. Semper Fidelis.
All right, guys, thank you for that. Justin and his guys are going to be walking around the stands. They're going to be selling T-shirts and hats, and that is how they fund this mission and these cars for these veterans. Anything you can give will help. Check out their Facebook page, their web page. Sometimes even a like and a share helps. If you can be at Street Track tomorrow at 2:30, they're going to be giving away a car. I promise you, you've never seen anything like it. It feels so amazing to be part of something so special, so much bigger than us. And one more thing before I forget. Let's go Dogs!
Eagle High would like to welcome the Farrell High Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Farrell High School Marching Band, today you will hear the sounds of the Commodores Herbie Hancock and Isaac Green. Also known for his composition to Watermelon Man and Cantaloupe Island, composer and band leader Herbie Hancock also composed Chameleon, featuring Major and Kalia Knight. Band Solo Man, featuring Golden Girls directed by advisor Miss Mallory Lee. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for the Farrell High School Marching Band, director Mr. Ian McCann. Golden Girl and Major Advisor, Ms. Mallory Lee.
The 2017 Meadville Area Senior High Marching Band is led onto the field by drum majors C.J. Graham and Sophia Sepulveda. The band is under the direction of Armand Walter, assisted by Irene Kitt. Additional staff include Dwayne Banks, Joe Caprera, Miranda Tudhope, Chris Barnes, and Victoria Scott. Tonight the band will be performing Yesterday by the Beatles. And to show our American pride, the band will perform America, followed by America the Beautiful.
Did you just fly in from Colorado? Well.
We hope that you enjoy the Meadville Area Senior High Marching Band. Thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of tonight's game.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/ArmstrongOneWire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Nothing Farrell, as you see us on here. We go, we're simulcasting on Armstrong and on WAS 94.3 FM and 1490 WMGW AM. Farrell leads the Bulldogs 7-0. We have a updated score in the Cash game against Durham McLean. That is 28-28 now. Cash has stormed back to tie up Durham McLean. But for this game here, the Farrell Steel, started the game on a 69-yard drive. They put it in the end zone. Their extra point was good, and they were up quickly on the Bulldogs 7-0. And both teams traded punches back and forth the rest of the day. Farrell was bitten by a few penalties. Meadville was bitten by a few penalties. Farrell turned the ball over. In fact, Dustin Beck had a scoop and ran about 40 yards downfield. Meadville turned the ball over on downs. Farrell drove the ball down, and then they had a bad pitch. And they turned the ball over on downs on a few penalties. So that's where we stand today, right now, 7-0 Steelers at halftime. If you're watching on TV, you just saw some of the pitches that were taken at the Meadville seniors that lined the fence inside. Maybe when we get there some more. There's Isaac Whistler and Hayden Grove and John Shallow, Deshaun Wolford right there. Very nice pitches, Isaiah Manning and Julius Ream. Those pitches,
they
by the way,
keep going all the way down.
Basin and Mike Grasso, those pitches right there for the seniors will be given to them, Jacob Martin, and they'll be able to keep them. It's a nice thing the Boosters did there, Ed. Nice thing the Boosters did there, Ed.
Oh, yeah. I'm a man of few words.
Not all. No, you're not. Farrell now will kick off, and they'll be going left to right if you have an old type radio that has dials, but they'll be moving left to right. And the Bulldogs will get the second half kickoff to start. And here we go, 7-0 Farrell as we start quarter number 3 at Bender Field at the Barco Drafts Athletic Complex. Broadcasting live from the Jack Highland press box. Here's the kick. And it's a squibber. Picked up about the 23 up to the 30. trying to get outside, and nice little run there to the 35-yard line. Who's that on the run there, Ed?
Ben Collier, number
That's
5.
Right. Number 5. Ben had a good first half on defense.
He had a lot of those last week against
Cash.
They kept kicking to the left side.
So Meadville starting their own 35-yard line. And, you know, I looked at the coaches coming up here, Ed, and all 3 of them didn't look like they had any smiles on their faces.
I wouldn't either.
Well, let's see what happens here.
But you know what?
There's a Manning break right there. Manning to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, all the way down to the 12-yard line.
I tell you what, him and number 5 have about the same speed. He couldn't catch up to him. He had to dive.
That was Townsend, that wide receiver.
Townsend, yes. Townsend came flying up. And Isaiah had a full head of steam, but he gained a little bit, and good thing he dived. It was a nice tackle at the, what, 10? Or no, 13? 13.
So first down at the 13-yard line. The clock operator, there he goes. Meadville can get a first down, too. Hand off that time to Manning again. He cuts, and then he cuts out a little bit. It's about 4 yards.
That was a good statement right there, that first play.
Well, we got to finish it. Then I'll be a better statement. Second down, ball on the 8-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Big run by Manning to excite the crowd here on the Bulldog side. Kilburn calling signals. And he bumps into the running back, and that was Ream. And Ream cuts in, and
touchdown.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
That's twice that they ran into each other on a handoff.
Yeah. So Meadville goes on a 35-yard drive in 3 plays, Ed.
Tell you what,
by Manning. Here
you
it is,
can see
Ed.
how they run into it. He stepped on Destin Beck's leg.
Who's that?
The tackle. I'm sorry, he's playing guard. But that's Julius
Kilburn
Ream.
running into the running back, though? Why is Kilburn running into
I think he tripped over his Destin Beck's foot.
Okay, here's Ream now. The holder is Beck, and then we got offsides here on Farrell. So now, you know, you and I have always said this. They're going to move it up. We're going to go for 2 or 1.
They'll go for 1.
7-6 Farrell just started here. The 11-minute mark. Within a minute, Meadville has come back to cut the deficit to 1. Ream will kick. Martin will snap it. Landon Beck will hold it. High snap. Landon gets it down. The kick is up, and it is good. So at the 11-minute mark, it is the Meadville Bulldogs 7, the Farrell Steelers 7. As you see the Bulldogs with Julius Ream coming off. And I don't know what was said at halftime, Ed, but I think the Bulldogs got the message on offense.
Well, we'll see at the next series of play when they get the ball back.
That was quite a quick series, 3 plays. We're keeping it here.
I don't know if they made any changes on the offensive line, but I tell you what, he hit that hole and he was running.
You know, sometimes the only change you need is an attitude change. And they ran with some attitude all 3 times on that series. Now, the kickoff team is very important here because they have a burner that can just
Actually, all 3 of them back here can run real well.
But the name man is 5 Townsend. He can take it to the house at any time. As you saw him catch Isaiah Manning.
Do not give it to him.
No, you don't want to kick it to the right. Well, he's moving over to the left. He's moving to his right this time. Last time he was on the other side. But I got to see where he is. See him, Meadville tried the squib kick here, Ed. Ed says, yeah, squib it, baby. Ed's shaking his head, yes.
I'm shaking no.
I know, but they didn't see it.
Look at that. Look at, you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 yards in between the second
Ream
tier.
does kick it to the right this time. And it's caught in the end.
Ball down.
Ball down, picked up. See if we can get him, though. Well, nice run back to the 37-yard line. I'll tell you one thing, they dropped the ball, still got a great return.
You got 25 yards in between the second tier to the back, the returners. 25 yards. You pooch it a little bit, those guys might be able to get down there and recover it.
Yeah. That's right.
I mean, even if they recover it right there,
Farrell.
they still got it right there at the 35.
Farrell takes it over on our own 36-yard line. Meadville scored on a 65-yard drive. Farrell trying to do the same thing. They're 64 yards away. Split right and left, slot right and left. Clark calling signals, got his running back to his left in a pistol formation. He's going to run the veer again. And this time he goes, he throws it late.
Look,
oh,
pitch.
that was a dangerous pitch there, Ed.
Oh, that could have been disastrous.
Defended well that time, but a Bulldog.
You can see Hayden Grove in there. Yeah, I can't believe that he held on to it that long. Wow. Ooh, it did go out of bounds.
So it's second and
Isaac Whistler and Ben Collier on that one.
Second and 11, trips to this side, Ed. Thompson's by himself on the, no, he's on the inside receiver this time. Clark calling, they got Thompson as the inside receiver. Messed up against number 3.
Julius Ream.
Against the Reamster. They're going to throw the little bubble screen and defended well by the Bulldogs. They gained about 4 yards, but good defense, Ed.
Yes, it was.
72, Patchkowski in on that tackle. The Patchter.
We haven't called his number that many times tonight.
No, we haven't, but I'll tell you what, Ed and I talked earlier. He's had a well of a season for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 6 now for the Steelers. Meadville trying to get the ball right back. Trying to build on their momentum. They got to hurry up and get their defensive signal call because Farrell's ready to snap the ball. They got a receiver uncovered out there. They got a receiver uncovered out there. What are we doing? Beck's going to go out there. Wow. Beck's got him one-on-one, Ed. See if we can heat this quarterback up. Clark calling signals. And he's under pressure, throws it up wide open though. Oh boy.
And he was
goodbye.
drilled too.
There he goes, touchdown. Beck fell down, there it is.
Steeler touchdown reception.
Townsend.
Thompson to number 5. Thompson, number 5, caught the pass. It was a wounded duck, but I don't know who was supposed to guard him, but he was wide open.
I want to see who lit him up there. Oh, he just released it. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Landon back there.
Thompson was the inside receiver here, and he ran across field. So if we're playing man, the man didn't go with him. If we're playing zone, then
He lost him somehow. I don't know if he thought he was going to go vertical or not.
Farrell, big play team. Get some momentum back. Snap, good kick is, I don't know about that one. That's not good. No good. So, at the 9:42 mark, it is Farrell 13 and Bulldog 7. You're listening to Bulldog Football on WAS 94.3 and on 1490 WMGW. Okay, 9:42 left in the third. Farrell will be kicking off. They just scored to go ahead 13-7. The Bulldogs tied it up momentarily. Farrell now will kick it back. Meadville had a 65-yard drive. Farrell had a 64-yard drive. We have offside by Farrell on the kickoff there, Ed.
Send him back another 5.
So Meadville started the third quarter on a 65-yard drive on 3 plays. Farrell answered in 6 plays a 64-yard drive. Missed the extra point. We're at 13-7. Last score Ed had was 28-28, McLean and Cash, correct?
Correct, halftime.
And you had Grove City beating Slippery Rock?
Yep.
Right? We don't have a Franklin score. Meadville goes.
No, Franklin was losing.
To?
Looking at it right now.
Erie Royals?
Yes. It was 21-7.
That's not a bad score, though. (13-7), Bulldogs behind the Steelers. With 9:42 to go in the third. Steelers now will be kicking off the 35. A 5-yard deeper. We'll see if they kick it long this time. Dwight Ravenscraft. Now they're going to squib it. And we missed it, and then we pick it up at the 30. 30 runs sideways instead of running upfield. So Meadville will take over on their own 38-yard line. Who ran that one back, Ed?
I think that was John Tay Brown. I'm trying to get a number. They're handing out shirts now. Yep, John Tay Brown.
Yep, their shirts.
Operation
They're not handing them out. They're selling them.
Oh, they're selling them.
Yes, that's how they raise their money. That's what they talked about at halftime. So they're in the crowd selling shirts. That's a great organization there. Meadville coming out. Split to the left. There's a hole right there. Good run by the Bulldogs. Nice job. Good 7-8 gain on first down.
Deshaun Wolford.
By Deshaun Wolford.
Deshaun Wolford. Tackled by Kyrie Hammond.
Meadville now on the 44-yard line. Gilbert calling signals, going to hand it to Manning inside. Manning rumbles to close to a first down. It's going to be close. Not sure if he has it or not.
Got it.
Let's see. I thought last time he did. This time he did. 9:05 to go in the third. Farrell 13, Meadville 7 here from Benderfield.
Erie 21, Franklin 14 now.
Good game the Franklin Knights are putting up, and Meadville will travel to Franklin next week. Kilburn brings the dogs out. They're going to split to the right. Two backs in the backfield. Going to give it to Ream, trying to run outside. He runs off tackle. He's still running. He got to a 10, 11. Oh, almost broke it all the way. There's a late hit. Ream, what a great run there, Ed.
Boy, that was a good run. He's running hard the second half.
The backs are all running a little bit of an attitude.
You can see him right here. They ran to that right side that you were talking about earlier.
Patchkowski's side.
Hey, way to
behind the
square your shoulders up.
You know what I'm saying, Ed? You got a grader like Patchkowski. Run behind him. 13-7 Farrell, 8:40 to Meadville now on the 39-yard line of Farrell. Split to the left. Toss it this way. Wolford's got a big gain. He can go more. Good 7 yards. Meadville coming off the ball right now. Ed, this looks like the Meadville offense we know and love.
Oh, yeah, they're coming out with a little bit of fire.
So it's 2nd and 2 for the Bulldogs. And we have a timeout by Farrell's head coach. He's not happy with the way Meadville's controlling the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, burn them timeouts early.
So we're going to keep it here as you see the Farrell coach right there, Ed, and he is not a happy camper. He is telling his team, you got to have some attitude, and the head coach is letting them up too. Meadville now pushing Farrell all over the field, and they're not happy. Coach Collins now instructing his players, keep it going. As you see them drink a little water also. Coach Collins made adjustments, him and his staff. Coach Amato also gave some encouragement to the players in the huddle. 8:18 to go in the third quarter, 13-7 Farrell. It was 7-0 at halftime. Meadville drove down the field in 3 plays and tied it up. Farrell answered right back in 6 plays to go ahead. They missed the extra point. That could be a big point down the road. 13-7 Farrell. 2nd and 2 for the Bulldogs on the Farrell 31-yard line. Let's see what goes on here now. Kilburn calling signals. Going to toss it again. Nice cut inside by Ream. He's got the first down and more.
Nice run. He's running hard.
He's running the hardest I've seen him run all year.
Yeah, you're right.
Meadville now on the 25-yard line of the Knights, of the Steelers, excuse me. Knights is next week. First down Bulldogs on the Steelers 25-yard line. Kilburn calling signals, split left, is shallow. Kilburn tosses it on a flip power. Wolford goes for about 3. That time was the old flip power with quarterback Kilburn leading through.
I like that play once in a while.
That was 4-yard gain, excuse me. 2nd and 6 on the Farrell 21-yard line. Yeah, I like that too because you have another back. You know, we used to run that to death back in the 80s with Bobby Savone. He was like a guard playing quarterback.
His arms were so big.
Oh, my Lord. Kilburn calling signals, split to the right. They're going to toss it that way. And that time.
Flag.
Yeah, what do you think? Boy, Ream got lit up in the hole.
I couldn't see, but it looks, I think it might be something, I think it might be holding.
Against Meadville. There's a Steeler down, hard to getting up. He finally gets up. So it was 2nd and 6. Not sure what it is. That's against Meadville. Blocking in the back. Blocking in the back. They've been blocking in the back all day. They don't get a call. Wow. So that penalty hurts. Again, Meadville biting themselves in the book. Holding. Coach Collins wants to say, who's holding? And he goes, okay. I understand. Pardon my whiteout. Our whiteouts.
That's who I was thinking it was.
Yeah,
but
our whiteouts haven't blocked well all year, to be honest. 2nd and 16. Ball on Farrell's 31-yard line. They need a big play here, Ed. They got 3 downs. They got 16 yards. Kilburn has them up quickly. He's going to give it to Mack Truck Manning. Manning trying to run. He does. Ooh. He pushes his way. Gets about 8 yards there.
That was a good run.
Manning tackled by Savion Thomas.
Sure was.
Shoe came off.
Put it back on, so it should be 3rd and 9. 2 downs to get 9 yards. Got to keep it going here. Meadville getting out of the huddle quickly. Jonathan Shallow split to the right. Manning behind Kilburn. And a split back. Wolford to the right. He's going to give it to Ream. Ream needs to go outside. He does. He gets a block from Shallow. Ream might take it all the way.
Got it.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Julius Ream goes 24 yards out. A real good block by Shallow outside.
I saw that.
One of the best blocks by a wideout. It is 13-13.
Tell you what, that's the fastest I've seen Julius hit the outside. You see, he went to go inside, and he said, whoop, I'm going to take it out a little bit further. And then you can see John Shallow up there with a nice little block.
Yep.
He didn't block him, but he stood in the way, and that's just good enough.
He screened him.
That's right. That's all you need.
Meadville start on her own 42-yard line.
Here comes the rain now.
And the rain is coming down as Meadville tries to take the lead for the first time. Signal's being called. Nice hold. The kick is up and no good.
No good.
No, he rushed him. So both players missed the extra point. So with 6:36 left in the third, we're going to keep it here. It is 13-13. We need a good kickoff coverage this time, Ed.
Yes, we do. They just need to stay in their lanes because those 3 guys back here returning the ball are very, very dangerous.
And people are running to the shelter. You and I are very lucky in this beautiful press box they built.
Hey, I'm out in the rain. I got the window open.
Yeah.
I can smell it.
Ed, beautiful press box they built here, though. Let's be honest. I mean, each of us have our own booth.
Yeah, but look what you did to the wall, Mike.
They need to paint it this spring. Got to have my stuff, my information up on there.
Oh, they showing the. Isn't that pretty in the lights with the rain?
Look at that, huh? Farrell and Meadville, 13 up. Steelers and Bulldogs.
Hey, Jason, good job tonight on the filming.
Jason and Dwayne Cole is down there handling the camera. And also not forget our producer and our director on TV, Kevin Toppany. Our producer and director back in the studio on the radio side, Melissa Doty. Melissa does a great job for us all the time. Remind Bulldog fans next Friday night from Franklin. Ed and I will be on at 6:30. The Knights and the Bulldogs, red and black, red and black. Very big Regi game coming up. Any more scores, Ed? Any heads-up score from anybody?
Nothing.
It is pouring outside now. And, you know, if you think about this, Ed, the game at Cash, they're now playing in mud. There's no turf at Cash. So, Ream puts the ball up on the tee. As you see people protecting themselves in the rain. You saw that for an instant.
See, if you look at that gap in there, Mike.
Yeah. It's talking about the gap after the second line. Okay, Ream gets the signal. Here goes the kickoff by the Bulldogs. And he booms it and he hits the second gap. And it's picked up by Chambers. Chambers looking to dance.
Nice.
He's not going anywhere.
Good coverage. They all broke down.
I'll tell you what,
that was Landon Beck on the tackle on that one, but they all broke down.
51 also on the tackle, Ed. 51 for
Tommy Pollard.
Yep.
But I tell you what, when they went down there, they all broke down, and the guy didn't have anywhere to go.
And
Nobody over-pursued.
Who's playing our defensive ends? Because Pollard came off. She was in a defensive end right now.
It's Hayden Grove, 57 on the right side of the Bulldogs line.
Okay, so Meadville went to Hayden Grove. A little more experience. Split right, split left, slot left, one back. They like to throw from here. Clark calling signals for the Steelers. Looking over the defense in this tied game here, 13 up. He gets the signal, dropping back. He's going to throw it out here on the side. And good coverage and a bad throw. And you know, Ed, that ball sailed on him a little bit. It's a little wet now.
Yep.
Good coverage by
Jonte Brown.
Maybe Jonte can, you know, if he can't get the ball in the handoff or a pitch, maybe he can pick one off and show his speed.
Be nice. He's got speed.
He's got speed to burn. Split right, split left, slot left. Clark calling things at the back behind him. They could also run the veer out of this formation. See if they try to pitch the ball with the ball being a little wet. Nope, Clark back to pass. Looking. He's got time, and now he's bailing out of there, and he's going to get around the corner.
Tell you what, Hayden Grove did a very excellent job on the outside by staying with his man, and he just ran down the line to force him even further out to the sideline.
And what you're saying, Ed, is he didn't come across the hose. He slow played it down the line.
Right, he didn't crash inside to where he could come up into on that outside, but he pushed him all the way to the sideline to force him out, and he had the extra help.
We have a timeout, and I'm not sure who called it. Timeout by somebody, maybe Farrell?
Injured player for Farrell.
Down on the field, and we hope he's okay. And there's the Farrell medical staff attending to him, along with the coaches looking at him. Maybe a cramp, Ed? What do you think? You know more about this than I do.
It looks like a cramp because
he's banging his head.
He's taking his foot and pushing it back at the top of his foot back towards his body. So I'm thinking it's a cramp in his calf.
Who that is, too.
I think it's the quarterback.
Whoa, boy, if they lose Clark, I mean, they have a lot more important games to play beyond this one. Farrell has dreams of making a run in the postseason. There's a Meadville play. And that's a lot of respect all the teams do when there's somebody down, whether it's your player or not. There's a range.
Oh, no, it's Townsend, the receiver.
Oh, that's not a good sign for them either.
Oh, he's cramping bad.
Good sign for Meadville, not for them, because the big third down coming here at 3rd and 9. The ball on their own 27-yard line. If Meadville can hold here, they might force a punt.
Yeah, they're going to roll him out now. Hopefully get that calf loosened.
There's our was sign back there. Ed, you fixed that sign today.
I thought it looked better over there so everybody could see it.
Yeah. Getting a lot of play.
I got some good ideas once in a while.
3rd and 9. Here we go, Ed. Big down for the Bulldogs. Harper, wide out. They're throwing it. Oh, nice play. Landon Beck went high. If you see the replay, he went to the highest point, the apex of the ball, knocked it down.
Yeah, you can see here, because he would have been open, but he came up at the last second, wounded duck right there, and you just got his paw on it. Just deflected it enough.
He did. Okay, now, Ed, if you're right here, do you let the ball go? The rain's in your eyes. You try to field the punt.
It depends, because, I mean, oh, ball.
And there it is first. Oh, that's smart. He threw an incomplete pass. But there's a lineman downfield.
Yeah, it's legal line. It should have been ruled right at the 1-yard line because he went into the end zone, because when he goes in the end zone.
That's what it is.
No, intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding. It's a loss, and it's a safety. Meadville gets the 2 points, and they will get the football. 15-13 Bulldogs. And you might see the replay, and you can describe exactly what happened.
Oh, it was just a short, it's the weather, it's the rain. He didn't even get the ball up enough, but you can see he's right there at the 1. See, his forward progress should have been stopped inside the 1-yard line, not as a safety.
You know, I'll tell you what, though, smart play by that kid.
Hey, if the refs want to bring one our way finally, we'll take it. But he should have been stopped with inside the goal line because of forward progress. You can't knock him back into the end zone.
So it's 15-13 Bulldogs with 5:59 to go in this third period. Meadville's come on in the third period like gangbusters. Coach Rich is now talking to his team because they're going to kick off from the 20. And you got to watch Farrell here. And last year, the first kickoff by Farrell was an onside kick. You know, you might say, well, why would they do it in their own end zone? Maybe because the ball's wet. Keep it on the ground. I think they're going to squib it.
I don't know if they'll do it here because not at the 20-yard line.
They're going to squib it. They're going to squib it. See if I'm right. You're saying no. That's fine.
Not at the 20.
Fans, tune in right now. Just if you haven't tuned in yet, see if Ed's right. He said they're going to kick it deep. I'm going to say they're going to kick it on the turf because the ball's wet. Let's see who's right. No thanks, Ed.
At least I thought about you.
You did.
You did buy me lunch today.
Today, last week, the week before that.
But you never let me buy.
Here we go. Ed, let's see who's right here. Squib it. I'm right. Thank you.
He did.
Evil on the 50. 45.
Come on, Ben.
Oh, Ben makes it right to the 40. He's going to go to the 35. Cuts back to the 32-yard line. Ben
Good run. Good run.
Ben says, I'm a player.
Oh, he come up a little gimpy on his.
He's all right. By the way, JV fans, Meadville JV will travel to Erie Monday, Ed, to play the Erie Royals. They're they're playing Erie. Farrell doesn't have a JV team.
I tell you what, when he picked that up, and it wasn't a squib kick because it was off the ground.
Squib kick, squibby.
You're wrong. We'll say we're both half right.
Meadville now on the 32 of Farrell. Kilburn calling signals. Meadville up 15-13. Gives it to Matt Truck. Manning's going to veer to the left. He gets a good block by Beeston. He's out to the 20. Cuts it back. And Matt Truck gets to the 3.
Inside the 1.
Inside the 1. Hey, Beeston, nice job.
Nope. I'm sorry. I was watching the TV. I thought he's at the 8-yard line right there.
We'll take it. First and goal, Meadville on the 8-yard line there, the Farrell Steelers.
I tell you what, Beeson was blocking pretty good down. I'm glad to see the wide receivers coming up and block, because you need that.
You know, if Meadville scores, Ed.
That was almost.
Ed, Meadville scores, yeah, it's a big extra point coming up. And we have an injured player, again, by Farrell there, back. If you look back to the right near about the 30-yard line, wonder who this is.
They almost got him for a horse collar, but as soon as he put his hand on there, another Farrell player came in and knocked his hand off.
What is that? Ed, you talked about that last week. If you don't get the collar, it's not horse collar if you drag him, right?
If you grab him by the jersey, it's not a horse collar. You have to grab by the shoulder pads in the back.
Many people get that confused, correct?
Yep. And if you have long hair sticking out, you can grab their hair and bring them down if you want. That's part of the jersey.
Beeson's going to hope he doesn't get the ball. Our Beeson guy likes to have the hair sticking out. 5:39. It's been a whole different Meadville team so far in the second half, Ed.
Big time. I mean, they came out to play. Totally different team.
You and I wondered what happened to the Meadville team. Somebody hijacked them the first half. I mean, they got shut out for the first time and a half in a long time. It's number 20 limping off.
Tyree Hammonds. He's a sophomore.
Sophomore running. They have a lot of young kids on that Farrell team.
Correct.
By the way. The rain continues to pour down here. Now you got to secure the football. 5:39 to go in the third period. Meadville up 15-13. The ball on the 8-yard line. First and goal for the Bulldogs. Gilbert calling signals. He's going to give it to Manning. Manning trying to go off the right side. He gets about one.
Isaiah Manning tackled by Brandon Chambers.
Chambers with a nice tackle. Down to the 6, so it's second and goal from the 6-yard line. To the 7-yard line, excuse me. Got 1 yard on that play. Shallow goes to the right, split out. Gilbert calling signals, Manning behind him. Got Ream to his left. They're going to give it to Ream, trying to get that right side. Ream cuts it back inside to about the 2. Nice cut inside by Julius Ream, who's flying this half.
Well, I got an update. Still, it's McLean 35, Cash 28.
Wow, third period.
It's kind of weird, man. I mean, every week's different when you're playing high school football, because we took care of we should have taken care of Cash, but we had some
Here we
bad
go
breaks.
now. Here we go. Kilburn calling signals. Pitches it high. Wolford. Wolford is going to knock it in.
Touchdown.
Touchdown! Bulldogs! Deshaun Wolford!
He's a little excited.
Easy. Don't get a flag for celebration. You know, in the NFL, or no fun league, you can't celebrate. Big point here, Ed, because you're up by 8. Ed.
A little flip power right here. He just dove in, just kept his legs going, body forward, right into the end zone.
Big extra point, Ed.
That was a good block by Colin Kilburn.
Meadville's going for 2. Meadville's going for 2. First time this year they went for 2, right?
Yeah, you can still go for, well, yeah, with the ball and the rain. Nope.
Second effort.
You got it.
He got it.
Wait
a minute. What are they doing?
Yep, good.
He got it. Second effort. So Meadville now up by 9, right? No, 10.
10 points. That's why I said even if they went for 1, they still would have been a 2-score game.
Yeah, but I think they were worried about the
exchange.
So Meadville on a drive from their own 42-yard line.
Tell you what, Tommy Pollard and Will Peskowski on that right side have been really doing well. Yes, Mike, you said it. You're welcome. Thank you. Whatever you want me to say.
No, I'm just saying. And you know this, I've always believed you got a horse on that line. I think Will Peskowski.
And we got Tommy Pollard for another 2 more years.
Will Peskowski, to me, is first team region player tackle.
We still got a lot of football left, though.
No, but I'm just saying.
As of
anybody
this point,
better than him.
At this point, yeah.
And Ed brings up a good point. Next week, football fans will be at Franklin, and if you don't go to the game, you pick us up on WUS or MGW. We'll have all the action. Big region game next week. Right now, Ed, if you're Farrell, you're going to be putting the ball up in the air?
Well, they usually do.
Meadville scored 23 points in this quarter after being shut out.
It stopped raining now, so.
Yeah, but the ball is going to still be a little wet.
That's a little drizzle, just a little.
A little drizzle. Ream ready to kick off. Booms one. And we have whistles from everybody.
Offsides, Meadville.
Oh,
Move
boy.
it back 5.
Not good. Coach Rich isn't going to be happy about that.
I want to know who that was. I don't think they're going to show a replay.
Let's see if they replay the kickoff. It's kind of hard to replay the kickoff. There's the referee, the head referee right there. That's Ed's friend. He knows him from Mercer.
Yeah, he was he was a nice little guy.
He reffed Ed's game. Ed helps out with the 7th grade team?
Yep, with Shane Ream and Coach and Mr. Radnich.
Got some players down there?
Yeah.
Okay. Future Bulldoggers. 4:35 to go in the 3rd period. We got a lifetime left in this game. 23-13 Meadville. Meadville want to keep the pressure on them. There's a kick. Going to go to number 1 here. There's tackles all over the place. Finally brought down by 49.
I think it was 43. Is it 49?
Yeah, 43, 42.
Yep, Arian Cotterman.
Who's 42? He's hurt. 43's hurt.
43 is hurt?
Yeah. Right there in front.
Okay.
Right there to your right on the front. See him?
I see him.
Who is it?
That's Cameron Brazil.
Cameron hurt his arm on that one. So a good field position by by Farrell on their own 48-yard line here.
I think Franklin's going to be a good test next week, Mike.
Yeah, I think right now we got to try to get through this game, but you're exactly right. Split right, split left, slot right. 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback. They like to run out of this. Taking a long time. Wonder if they're going to delay a game. Clark calling signals. Comes a motion man. And the ball's a little high. Look at this double reverse here. Got to get outside. Oh, he got locked inside.
They got him.
Good defense.
Yard gain.
Who's that on there? Flags come flying.
Oh, it might be a face mask.
Julius Ream on the tackle. Flags come flying and flying. Raining flags.
They're airing out their dirty laundry.
Yep, it's against Meadville. Meadville had a great defensive play, and then they got penalized here. Referees getting together on a penalty. I'm going to see it right here. The guy with the white hat will give us the call. Oh, you're going to have a replay. Yep.
Illegal placement of the hands to the face mask.
In other words,
that's a long.
Yeah, in other words, face mask.
Face mask. Tell you what, Isaiah came flying out. Let's see if we
the face mask here. Looks like they face masked us. Oh, wow.
Oh, no, Isaiah got him big time. He ripped him backwards. Yeah, you turned around.
Okay, here we go. Clark's got this ball now on Meadville's 36. Going to hand it inside. And good defense by the Bulldogs right there.
Held him to a 2-yard gain. That's good.
Who made that tackle, Ed? Inside Beck?
It might have been. I can't see.
Yeah, Destin Beck on that tackle.
Yep.
To Beckster. 2nd and 8. With 3:55 left in the 3rd quarter, the clock running. Farrell now comes out.
You can hear Jerome Coffey down there giving the dog sound.
Number 5 all by himself out here. Split right, split left, slot right, slot left. 5's on the right side. Clark calling signals, got his running back to his right in the pistol formation. Gets the call from the sideline. 2nd and 8. Goes up to his line, tells him what he wants them to do. Ball snapped. They're going to run the veer this way, and it's going nowhere. Oh, good defense by the Bulldogs.
Will Paskowski.
Have a game, Patch. Have a half game. 3rd and long now for the Steelers. They lost 5 yards. 3rd and 13. 3:10 the clock's running left in the 3rd. This young man, Townsend, doesn't even go in the huddle. He just splits out. He can fly. You got to watch him. 3rd and 13. The ball on the Bulldog 39-yard line. Clark calling signals in the pistol. He's got a running back to his right. Looks over, gets the sign from his coach. Now tells the line what play they're running. To get their blocking assignment. Clark back to pass. He's got time, time. Now he's under pressure. Throws it down the middle of the field. Knocked away.
Landon Beck.
Landon
Beck.
No,
wait.
Yeah, okay. Landon Beck, number 12. Yeah, Landon Beck again. What a great play.
You know what? If he wasn't there, I think Julius would have had it. Well, as you can see here, Julius had the top coverage of him, and then Landon Beck come up from the top of your screen, came flying in there.
No, Julius wouldn't have had it.
I'm telling you, I think Julius Ream would have had it.
Well,
it was good defense right there.
4th down, they're going to go for it here. A big play in the game with 2:42 left in the third. Farrell on the Meadville 39-yard line, 4th and 13.
I like that change that they put him back here.
And they got 5 in the slot. Last time in the slot, he was wide open. He went across field. Watch number 5 in the slot here, Ed. On the right. Let's see if he goes cross field again. Nope, he's going deep. Now the quarterback's running up the middle. He's got 1st down or more. Wow. Ball's out! Meadville!
Yep, got it. Got it. Meadville's ball.
Came out. Meadville got the fumble recovery.
Guess what? Jonte Brown.
Jonte Brown.
Recovery.
Woo. Big recovery by Jonte. Oh, boy, Clark was rumbling and bumbling, Ed, and then he got hit, and the ball popped out. Players from both sides missed it.
That would have been a big play if he wouldn't have fumbled that ball. Look how he's carrying it.
Clark is running. People.
He got to the 2nd level up here.
Quickly.
Who was it? Oh, man.
Right there, Manning.
Destin. Manning came in there, but Destin did a split.
Now watch.
Oh.
Then the ball's out there for both teams. There goes Jonte diving. Here goes right now Kilburn. Hands it off to Manning. Manning trying to get around the right side. He does for about 5-6 yards.
That was a nice run.
Isaiah Manning, they found something on that side, Ed. Meadville starting on their own, starting this drive on their own 22. .224 to go in this third quarter.
McLean 35, Cash 34 now.
Whew. That's a high score. 23-13. There's a good block outside.
Go, Ream.
Oh, we got a flag. They're going to bring it back. They're going to say clipped them or something. 2 flags on that. Bad play by the wideout again. These guys have got to stop holding their helmets. They just don't make the play. Looks like 83 got flagged on that one. That tight end? What'd they call?
Holding.
Yeah, that's our tight end.
Tyler Armory.
Yeah. All right. So it's 2nd and...
Wait. They just showed the replay. It didn't look like he held, but I wasn't on the other side of him.
2nd and long coming up. 2nd and 11. Okay. 2:16 to go in the third. 23-13 Bulldogs. You know what Meadville's done, Ed? The wideouts, he's splitting them further out. Manning gets a big hole inside. He's still rumbling, bubbling.
Got
he gets
the first.
the ball. 1st down, Ed.
Oh, wait.
Another flag.
Another flag.
This on us too? Can this be on us?
Well, it happened after he picked up the 1st down.
Coach Collins is talking to Beeson, and he says against Farrell. Let's see. Personal foul against the Farrell steal. Beeson was right.
Let's see if
See if somebody pulled Beeson's hair. Would that be a foul?
Let's see what happens at the end of the play.
Look at this nice run by Manning.
Oh, Jonte Brown's in.
Good run, hard run by Isaiah.
What? I didn't, unless they called.
They got the flag down.
I couldn't see anything. I know it wasn't a horse collar. I don't know if they're trying to call him for a late hit on top. I don't know.
Big penalty against the Steelers brings it all the way to the Farrell. Wow, how many?
We're getting some breaks, aren't we? Because I didn't see anything there.
49-yard line of Meadville. 1st down for the Bulldogs with 2:16 to go, and here come the Dogs. Ed, look what we've done with our receiver. He's way out here now. You know why? That's why the cornerback can't help on the off-tackle tackle. Run that time goes nowhere by the Bulldogs.
Gained about an inch.
Yep, Meadville was down.
Scobie, Hilton, Amir, Green.
Beeson's coming in with the play.
Julius Ream going back in. He was out for a couple of plays. (23-13) Bulldogs with 1:45 to go in the third period. 2nd and 10 for the Dogs on their own 49. Manning with the ball, and he goes nowhere as everybody runs into each other. That play was disastrous.
Yeah, I saw that was doomed from the start.
Yep. Farrell right now tightening up their defense.
Ryan Hilton, Kobe Hilton.
Come on, Coach Collins, go get play. Oh, you got time, okay. Third and 11. Coming up to the 1 minute mark left in this third period.
McLean scored again, 41-34.
41-34, McLean.
Cash, yep.
Third period.
Nice play.
Go outside here. Oh, it's going to be close. Nice job run by Deshaun.
2 yards short.
Deshaun Wolford here to the left side. Let's see what Coach Collins decides to do. Is he going to gamble? Going to run. Take the quarter, I think.
Boy, you've seen Farrell put 9 in the box, and then he just did that little toss sweep. At least he had about 8 yards to run.
Meadville now with 20 seconds to go in this third period, up by 10, fourth and a long 2. Farrell's got about 10 men in the box this time. Here with the Manning. Manning cuts to it, first down and more. Manning rumbling, bowling to the 31-yard line of Farrell. That'll be the last play of the third quarter. So at the end of 3, Meadville 23, Farrell 13. We'll be back after 30 seconds. Bulldog football on WAS 94.3 FM and 1490 WMGW.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/ArmstrongOneWire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Bulldogs run another drive.
Yeah, they are. I tell you what, since they came out in the second half and the whole third quarter, they've been really running, and the line has been executing their blocks very well too. So I don't know what Coach said to him at halftime, but whatever he did, it made a statement to him, and they're really putting it to Farrell right now.
Let's talk about a couple changes the coaches have made. Institute landed back last game. Looked a little lost early on last week. Learned a lot. Second game, he's made some terrific plays.
Yeah, because when he was coming in throughout the year, you see his speed and his awareness of where the ball's going is very, very good. And he's just going to bring something special the next 2 years after this year. And Tommy Pollard, too, on the line. Very strong, very knowledgeable of the offense, and he executes very well.
Okay, Meadville now, ball on the 31 of Farrell. First down. Ball is being to Wolford on the left side. Wolford's got the corner, and he's got about 6 yards. Nice job by Deshaun Wolford, and a nice push by the left side of the Meadville line. Let's give some compliments to this Meadville line. Jacob Martin, the center. Dustin Beck, the left guard. Isaac Wister, the left tackle. The right side, Tom Pollard, the sophomore guard, and William Patskowski, who I think is the best lineman Meadville's had on the right side tackle. And
I still think that the center is the hardest position to play.
Oh, no doubt. Jacob Martin. And I tell you what, he's placing a real good center Meadville had for 2 years.
He is. And, you know, I mean.
He's coming along.
Yes, he is.
2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. Motion to the right. They're going to give it to Manning. He's going to veer to his left. He's got a first down. He may go.
Touchdown.
Manning, touchdown. Bulldogs. Isaiah Manning goes from 25 yards out.
Mack Truck Manning, boy. Woo! You could just see his burst as soon as he hit the second level right here. I like how he backs up, takes it, and that whole left side right there is wide open in the middle. Boom. He ran between Jacob Martin and Destin Beck on that left side and just went right up the hole. That was a nice run. For his size, he is quick, Mike.
11:08 to go, 29-13 with the PAT. You're exactly right. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So at 11:08 to go in this contest, the Meadville Bulldogs 30. They've scored 30 this half. Farrell 13. We'll be back with more Bulldog football as you're listening on WAS 94.3 FM and 1490 WMGW. Here at Bender Field, Barcadras Athletic Complex, Ed 30-13. Meadville's outscored Farrell 30-6 in the second half.
Oh, they came out to play the second half. Too bad they didn't do the first half, but their defense kept them in it, only letting Farrell score 7 points in the first half, so that way they're not down a lot, because it could have been a totally different game.
No question about that. And another young man has had a good job too. His first start is our linebacker there, Ed.
Ben Collier, yes.
Yeah, and he'll be around next year. Good kick by Ream, trying to kick it away from 5. Picked up by Lewis, 34, 35, 37-yard line.
Even though he gained about 15 yards on that, they still stayed in their lanes.
Well, they're fast.
And yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do? They're fast. They're upon you before you know it. 11:02 to go in this game. A lot of time left. John Shallow with the tackle. Nice tackle by Shallow. So Farrell now with the ball on their own 37-yard line. Nice 25-yard scamper by Isaiah Manning. Bulldogs up 30-12. 11:02. A lot of time left. Farrell's going to come out. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 backs. Now they're going to go motion. They like to run a sweep here. Lewis is trying to run the sweep, and he goes nowhere. Clark tried to run the sweep. He went nowhere. Nice job by the Bulldog defense then. Who's on that tackle?
Isaiah Manning came up there and cleaned his clock a little bit.
2nd and 11. You see the momentum shifting towards Meadville.
Yeah, I don't see number 5 in there. I seen 15.
He got hurt. You said a cramp or something, right?
Yeah, and I haven't seen him in. He came in for a little bit, and then I haven't seen him this series. But no, he's back in there because we had number 15, Odom, in there. He was a freshman.
3 receivers to the. Nope, 2 receivers on each side. Split right, split left, slot right, slot left. Clark's in the pistol with the running back to his right side. 10:20 the clock running. Meadville up 30-13. Last week, Farrell came from behind to beat Union City. So they're behind again. Clark back to pass. He's got time. Looking. He's going to throw it out to Thompson. Nice coverage that time by the Meadville Bulldogs.
They had one underneath and one in Julius Ream up top.
If you're if you're going to double cover someone, that's the kid you want to double cover. That's good coverage. 3rd and 12 now for Farrell.
You know he's going to be looking for him down the stretch in this 4th quarter.
Yes, you're exactly right. Coach Sapala, the defense coordinator this year, takes a lot of pride. And boy, he didn't look happy when he came up at halftime. Even so, his team only gave up 7 points. But the Meadville offense has come to life. That helps your defense that if you score. Clark now calling signals. Split right, split left, slot right, slot left. He's got a running back to his right. He's in the pistol formation. The running back is Lewis. Clark line looking over Meadville's defense. Big 3rd down here for both teams. Back to pass. He wants to throw the quick outlet pass, and he does it. It goes right through the receiver's hand.
Oh, man, that receiver should have had it. Number 7, Chambers,
number 7. Chambers is a senior, and he went right through his hands. He ran a little pick play out here, Ed. So it's 4th down. Farrell's got a punt, wouldn't you think?
If you ever want to see if time's getting lengthy on their 25-second clock, watch the back judge there. He'll put his hand up when he has about 10 or 5 seconds.
Something that we need to get here.
I would.
We saw that at Warren. Oh, nice clocks that at Warren and Duval.
We'll have to talk to John Fry.
Ed,
I know you're listening.
4th and 12, Ed. Farrell's, are they going to punt? Yes. Ooh, came close. Got to let this one go. Yep, Meadville is. And it's going to take a nice Farrell bounce. It's going to roll all the way to the Meadville 20-yard line.
15.
15, excuse me. Thanks, Ed. So Meadville will take over on their own 15 with 9:48 to go. Meadville up 30-13. Meadville beat Farrell last year. Farrell looked really smoking hot here in the 1st quarter. Since then, it was an even game, and in the second half, Meadville just dominated so far. Like to have a nice 4 or 5 minute drive. 9:48 to go. 30-13 Bulldogs. Beeson coming out to the right. Gerwin calling signals. Is it? Oh, nice tackle that time. Manning got about 1 or 2. Manning isn't happy. Samir Green just came down and woof, put a hit on him. Manning got 1 yard. So it's 2nd and 9 with 9:30 to go in this contest. You would like a couple 1st downs, get some clock, right? Right now, your clock's your opponent. You want to keep the ball Keep it away from Farrell.
Farrell only has 2 timeouts left, so we have, what, 3?
We have 3. Sean Wolford trying to get outside, and he's going to break a tackle, and he's going to get about 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5 as we go under 9 minutes left in this contest.
Short gain of yardage to Sean Wolford.
It's called a 3rd and a long 4 for the Bulldogs with 8:49 to go and the clock running. Meadville ahead 30-13 on this beautiful night. It stopped raining. It's really nice. 3rd and 4. Meadville has a ball on their own 21-yard line. Gilbert calling signals. Meadville in their wing T formation. Going to give it to Manning. Manning has no place to go. That time Farrell's ready for that. Manning, second effort. It's going to be close, Ed. Second effort, he ran backwards with his body. He ran forward, but no, it is not going to get it. They're going to punt. Thought it was close, but it's not. So it's 4th and 2. Meadville will punt since they have it on their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, number 25 stood him up back here. That was a good read by Atwood.
So good defense.
He's a junior.
So 8 minutes to go. Plenty of time. Meadville will punt. Ream will punt. You got to watch the return here. This number 5 took it to the house last week. Yeah, that's Townsend back to field the punt. Ream bobbles it, and then he kicks it. Meadville should have good coverage.
Kick.
Good kick. Ball bounces on a 40, 39, 38, 37, 37-yard line of Farrell. Good kick by Ream. After he dropped the ball, he picked it up.
And our gunners got down there pretty good, too.
Well, you know what happened?
Well, he muffed it a little bit.
Yeah, that helped. So, with 7:36 to go in this contest, plenty of time. Farrell down by 17 points, which is 3 scores.
Big time.
30-13. See what happens here. Farrell now will start on their own 37. Got a late player coming in. Split right, split left, slot right, slot left. Lewis, the running back, next to Clark in the pistol formation. He's right behind Clark, in fact. They like to throw out of this. They're going to run a draw. Lewis, he could go all the way here, Ed. Look at that run. He missed 2 tackles, 3 tackles missed. He may take it all the way. Lewis down the sideline, and he is out of bounds on the 3-yard line. Wow,
a lot of missed tackles there.
Yep. And this game's a long way from being over. 7:21 to go. Farrell knocking on
That was a good call by the Farrell coaching staff right there. I mean, you could just see there was nobody in the middle.
Nope.
Landenbeck just slid, over pursued. Deshaun comes up, tries to arm tackle, over pursued a little bit. That kid, number 1, Lewis, he has some speed, and he's only a junior, so we'll be seeing him next year.
Well, if we play him. You never know. It's a 2-year
that's right, every 2 years. I forgot.
Well, even non-region games, too. You don't know who you're going to pick up. 7:21 to go. Plenty of time for Farrell. Calling signal is going to hand it to Lewis again. Lewis going to go this time. He gets bottled up.
Hayden Grove's on the tackle on that.
Yep. Good job by Hayden Grove. So it's on the 5-yard line. I said the 3 before. I was wrong. Must have ran out of bounds. Coming up on a 7-minute mark left in this contest. Under 7, the clock continues to run.
What a pretty night, Mike.
It is. Beautiful night for high school football. Clark calling signals. He's got Lewis to his right. Clark's going to roll to his right. Still rolling. Rolling. He's got him wide open. Nope. He's going to throw it too high.
Wow.
That's out of play.
He threw it way over. He had Townsend coming up into the flat right there, right up by the goal line, and he didn't throw it to him. I thought he was going to get to him.
3rd and goal with 6:42 left in this contest. 30-13 Bulldogs. Well, one thing is if they score, Meadville's making them waste another minute here, Ed. Yeah, every second is precious when you're behind.
Good thing for Farrell, it was a pass, so the clock stops. It's on the 6-yard line.
3rd and goal. Yeah.
Scoreboard has 5, but they put it at the 6.
Yeah, well, that's where it is. They lost a couple yards on the first run.
Yeah, because I was looking at the scoreboard and it said 3rd and 5.
Now it says 3rd and 6. Clark calling signals. He's got to split to each side. He's looking to pass. He's going to throw it down. Nice play, but he overthrows him. And the receiver ran out of bounds. Thompson was open, then he kept running. He took himself out of the play. So it's 4th and goal from the 6. How would this be a nice defensive stand for the Bulldogs? You know what I'm watching here? Quarterback run. Remember that run he had there? Just take it back, fake the pump, and go. Because nobody really has a quarterback on these plays. Big play for Farrell. Look at this formation, Ed. What do you call this kind of formation? Timeout, Meadville?
No, they were ready for it.
They have 4 guys to the right, 4 to the left. He's going to throw over the middle, throws it too high, and Meadville holds on 4th and 6. Meadville will take it over on downs. You know, I'll tell you what, Ed, I don't want to second guess people. If I ran that play with that formation, I'd have the quarterback run. The kid's a great athlete.
Yeah, that was just an ill-advised pass, I thought. But hey, it benefits us.
6:35 to go. Meadville takes over on their own 6-yard line. Now I got to protect the football.
Yeah, you know, he went to number 1 on that, Lewis. Way over top.
6:35 to go.
Run this clock down.
Get some first downs. Last time they tried, they couldn't get any. Flip power. Oh, nice tackle coming across again. Sean Wolford got lit up after the
number 22.
Yep, he's made some good hits lately. 2-yard gains.
Tymeer Green. He just leveled him.
Yep. 6:15 to go in this game, and the clock running. Coach Collins taking his time now until they set before he sends his play, and that's smart. Meadville leads 30-13. If you just joined us, the halftime score was 7-0 Farrell. Meadville offense looked very flat. They've come out in the second half and put up 30 points and gave up 6. So 2nd and 8, the ball on the 8 with 5:55 of the clock running. Back track Manning's got a hole inside. Manning running over people. Going to be about 3 yards short of a first down, so it'll be 3rd and 3. Picked up 5 on that play.
Isaiah Manning, tackled by Tymeer Green.
5:30 to go in this football game, and the clock running.
That Tymeer Green for Farrell's been on, I mean, he's been on a lot of tackles today.
He has.
He hits hard, too.
Eric Green.
Tymeer
Green is a junior linebacker, 205, 5'11". 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs. Manning again, he's got the first down. That's all Meadville wants. Just get first downs, the clock runs. 5:11 to go.
I tell you what, I saw John Shallow come in there downfield blocking. That was very, very impressive. I like that, where he's coming in and taking out that safety for Manning.
Yep. 1st and 10, Meadville on their own 21-yard line, 5 minutes to go. Gilbert calling signals. Meadville in the split back with a wing. Wolford now makes a great, Ream does it, a nice spin move, and he's down to about the 27, picked up 5 yards. Nice run by Ream. It looks like right now Farrell looks a little tired on defense, Ed.
They've been out there a lot this second half.
They have. 4:35 to go in this contest. The clock continues to run. 30-13 Bulldogs. Looks like a nice bounce back win after last week, Ed. Tough loss for the Bulldogs. Any update on that cash score? That's a big score.
No. I know it's like 35 to, hold on a second.
4:15 to go in this contest. Clock continues to run. 2nd and 4 for the Dogs on their own. 27-yard line. They go split to the right. Gilbert calling signals. Split backs with a wing. Going to give it to Max Truck Manning. Manning breaking loose. And Manning a big gainer all the way to the 41-yard line. First down, Bulldogs.
Well, I got the score, 47. McLean, 34 Cash. Erie's still up 41-14 over Franklin.
Well, they took off in the second half. So McLean's up by 2 scores? What's the score there?
McLean?
Yeah.
47-34.
That's 2 scores, 47-34.
And then Erie's 41, Franklin 21 now.
Erie broke loose in the second half. Erie's got a nice team. I'm impressed with that team. 30-13 Bulldogs here with 3:40 to go. 1st and 10. And they run a counter, and that goes for about a yard gain. coming up on 3:30. The clock runs. Farrell with 2 timeouts. Looks like they're not in a hurry to call any yet.
I wouldn't be.
And 28 going in for the Bulldogs, Ed. On offense.
Jonte Brown.
Jonte, give me the ball, Brown.
Julius need a little bit of a breather.
He's had a great second half. I tell you, Isaiah Manning's probably got close to 150 yards rushing, don't you think?
He might have more.
He might even have more. Coming up on a 3-minute mark, 2nd and 9. Meadville split to the left. Gilbert calling signals. Give it to Mack Truck Manning. Manning gonna cut back inside and rumbles to about a 5-yard gain, so it'll be 3rd and 2 with 2:50 and the clock running. Meadville will bounce back next week. The Dogs will take on the Knights.
That game has me a little bit worried, Mike.
Has Ed a little worried, not me, after you told me to score in the second half. They like to throw too, but you know our defense secondary has learned a lot the last 3 weeks. Everybody's been throwing against us. 2:20 to go. Manning inside, 1st down and more. Look at Manning cut. Look at him go.
He held on to the ball that time. He didn't want to fumble like he did twice last week.
2:15 to go, and Cash is losing 47 to 34. You said.
John Shallow coming out with the play. 2:15 left in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 at the Farrell 42. Colin Kilburn calling the signals. Hands it up to Sean Wooford to the left. Sees a little bit of hold. Comes up. He gains about 4 yards on that carry. Now it's going to be about 2nd down and 6 at the Farrell 38 with 1:47 left to play. Keyshawn Arnold coming in with the play for Colin. And Rajon Beeson. Julius Ream comes back out. Keyshawn Arnold's in, Mike.
Keyshawn. It is 1:25 on the clock running here. Gilbert calling signals.
Keyshawn's fast.
Look at Keyshawn. Nice. Keyshawn says, give me the ball, coach.
1st down at the 30-yard line with 1:14 left out since he went out of bounds.
Again, Meadville JV fans, Meadville travel to Erie to play the Erie Royals Monday afternoon. Farrell doesn't have a JV team because they have just one team because they don't have a lot of numbers.
Erie County score, McLean 47, Cash 34.
Cash may have taken McLean a little lightly tonight. Gilbert calling signals, give it to Mack Truck Manning. Manning gonna break it, he can go! Manning gonna 10 to the 5, touchdown Bulldogs! Isaiah Manning from 30 yards out to cap it off. Babies, Manning having a night.
You were a little loud on that. I had to actually pull my.
Oh, I love that Manning.
He hit that hole pretty good there.
I think after last week, people are questioning Manning a little bit.
No, I mean, like we were talking today at lunch, since you bought lunch again today. But he wears that protective on his shoulder, so sometimes you have to get used to, wearing something and securing the ball at the same time.
Meadville Bulldogs, 37 points in the second. If they get this, it'll be 37. Landon Beck's the holder, Martin the center, and we got a whistle. Probably have an offside penalty on Farrell. Meadville should just take it and kick it again.
It's under 4 minutes, so I'm pretty sure Cash is done.
We don't know.
They just fumbled the ball. They just fumbled the ball in their end zone. I'm telling you.
It's a different game when it rains, Ed, and you're playing regular grass and mud. And that's what Cash has regular grass.
Yeah, but they're used to it, though.
Not in the rain. Of course, McLean plays on turf, so they wouldn't be used to it at all.
Bingo.
Okay, Martin, the snapper. Beck the holder, Landon, he drops it. He's got to yell fire, didn't have a chance. Beck dropped the snap, doesn't hurt us there. 1:05 to go, 36-13. Ed? You got a thing on your phone. I heard a beep. 1:05 to go, 36-13. Coach Richards, special teams coach, down on the left side. We can get a picture of Coach Richards talking to his kickoff team. Down on the left side, gentlemen.
Can we shut the windows? I smell skunk.
Down on the left side, Coach Richards. Not Coach Collins, all the way down on the left side, camera guys. There's Coach Richards. Done a fine job with our special teams this year. Former linebacker coach for the Gators. He told me today that Coach Matlack of Allegheny, former Coach Matlack, was coming tonight. And he's had to be happy to see what his former linebacker coach has done. Coach Richards played ball in college. He brought a great enthusiasm to this Bulldog team this year, Ed. Really like his upbeat attitude. You know, kids like him because he's a little crazy. Ed's got his shirt over his nose because he smells a skunk.
Might be you.
No, I didn't use that. I didn't use that aftershave. I do have the skunk aftershave, but I don't use it on Fridays. Saturdays I bring it out.
Thank goodness.
Saturday night. And by the way, local college fans, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, the Gators will be playing up at the Hill. 5 o'clock kickoff. You know what? If you can't go, you can listen on the gator.tv.com. Vic Kress and myself, yours truly, have all the action on gatortv.com at 5. Ream ready to kick off for the Bulldogs. He pounds one down the field. Picked up by Butler. And Butler, another young man that can fly. Is that Butler 13 or is that 12? 13, Butler. Hey, Ed, the Butler did it.
Oh, my.
57.
Oh, my.
57 seconds to go. 36-13, Bulldogs.
Oh, my.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, Mike. I'll pray for you tonight, buddy.
Next week, a big region matchup, especially a cash illusion now, Ed. If you beat Franklin, you beat Oil City, you're playing for the championship the last week here against Grove City.
That's going to be a tough game.
Grove City? Yeah, they're undefeated. I'd say so. Right now, though, as you said, though, Ed, we got to take them one at a time. We got to get through Franklin. It's like, Farrell's taking a knee. You know, that's smart. They don't want to lose any players. They got big games coming up.
I can't wait to get on to Franklin, see old Tom Haynes.
Good guy.
Yes, he is.
So Meadville will win this game 36-13. Franklin. Keep saying Franklin. Farrell's taking a knee. Next week, by the way, Missy, I know you're listening, will be using the hotspot, the iPod. So make sure Missy.
iPad.
Make sure Missy brings her iPod.
Pad.
They say that in England. iPod. We say pad. They say pod. Farrell takes the knee with 15 seconds, and that is it. The final score here at Bender Field. A great second half by your Meadville Bulldogs. The Meadville Bulldogs 36. Their Farrell Steelers 13 on Armstrong. I want to thank Kevin Tappany and all the camera guys, Dwayne Kohler and the other cameraman.
Jason.
Thank all of them. And there's the team shaking hands. So the final score once again, the Meadville Bulldogs 36, the Farrell Steelers 13. On the radio side, we want to thank Melissa Doty, our producer extraordinaire, and remind everybody, the final score, Meadville 36, Farrell 13. Until next Friday night when the Meadville Bulldogs travel to Franklin to play the Franklin Knights in a big Region 5 contest. For Ed Marin, this is Mike Farrell saying, go Dogs!
Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've